and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, which you call the United States of America. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We want to give a double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us His truth, and a sincere shalom to the sincere I came out there prophesying in His truth throughout the four winds of the world. All right, and we're here in Babylon again, but the storm is coming. All right, we're the spiritual forecasters to let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that the storm is coming. All right, and that eye of that storm, like you got a hurricane that has an eye, it's about to hover. That eye of that storm is about to cover right over you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
They call it the belly of the beast. You know, that's what's coming.
That's coming, and we're here to give you fair warning to repent and turn to the Lord. All right, turn away from your wicked ways. Turn away from the lifestyle you once knew, what you thought was the right way, and turn to the truth of the Bible. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, come back to your true heritage. Okay, you're not black, you're not a Mexican or Cuban, you're not indigenous, you're none of that shit that the so-called white man has told you that you are. All right, the storm is coming. These Edomites, the so-called white man, is about to have a field day with you niggas, man. They got all kind of weapons, all kind of legislations they passing, they about to pass to take your rights away, okay? And your refuge, only thing that you got to hold on to that you have in this world to defend you is this truth, is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Right.
Okay? You got it.
This is Luke chapter 12. Let's see if I can start up. Now I'm gonna go to the matter of fact, let me start at 51, then I'll jump down a couple of verses. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. So the point I read that for was peace ain't coming, man. It ain't about to get better. As the brother said, we're forecasting you that turbulent storms are coming. And I'm referencing turbulent storms as in destruction and death and violence, man. Okay? Luke 12 and 51, but I'm about to jump.
Keep going.
Yep. Verse 54, it says, and he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh the shower, and so it is.
So he's saying when you see the clouds coming, you can see that, oh, clearly it's about to rain. It's about to be a storm. It's going to be a tornado. It's going to be a hurricane. Okay? You clearly see that the so-called white man is passing legislation. They taking away your rights. They pushing out mandates. Whether they, what did they do to the mandate this week? They said it wouldn't pass through Supreme Court. That just means Esau got to come harder. He going to just hit your ass harder, hit you where it hurt. He going to start really putting a squeeze on you niggas. You can see all these things taking place, but you still think, nah, this ain't it. This ain't the end. You know, we got, you know, I'm thinking about shit in the future. No, this is it. Unless you repent, unless you turn to the Lord, hey, you're going to be taken in that storm, okay? And we are going to be in that storm. But the difference between the brothers and the sincere believers is we got the covering of the Lord. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. All right, everyone else that's not covered, hey, you're going to go down with this place, okay? Whether it be sword, famine, okay, pestilence. All right, hey, you're going to get destroyed here unless you repent. Go ahead.
Can I get this real quick? 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
He's coming when you least expect it. Recently, yesterday, they just had a tsunami over in Tonga, I believe, and those people are in there minding their own business, doing what they believe is the truth or right or whatever, and next thing you know, tsunami come, ain't no warning, like a thief in the night. And that's how this devil Esau is coming down with great wrath, and that's how the Lord is coming back. This is your grace period, all right? We telling you, hey, this is what's going on. Repent, turn from the Lord, all right? But hey, our people aren't taking heed, all right? They want to wait. They want to wait till they in the shits to say, oh, you know, help me. You know, can you? No, it ain't. But by the time it get that bad, it's too late.
What good is it to be in an ocean of water before you learn how to swim? We're up here trying to give you swimming lessons or spiritual lessons about the times you come into, but you're not going to have enough practice or time to prepare for that.
Hey, Israel as a whole, as a nation, you know, they keep running to another man for comfort.
Yep.
You know? Yep. They keep running to another man for safety and protection.
For guidance,
You know
for
what I'm
direction. Like, yeah.
Yep.
Being unfaithful, you know? Hey, so the water Yahweh Bashim outside for his remnant,
Right.
you know?
Keep finishing that.
Going. Oh, I want the brother to grab that right quick. Romans.
You said Romans 13 and 1:11. This is Romans 13 and verse 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now
Because
it
as you
is."
can see the storm coming, that's how you know what time it is. You can see it coming through the prophecies and the situations that's rising on earth. You got it?
Says,
Right back on you, bro.
"And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep."
Because you guys are spiritually asleep. You know, like the brother was. If you'd have kept reading, it'll tell you the thief is gonna show up when you're not ready. When you in your deepest sleep, the darkest point of the night, when you're not paying attention. So you need to wake the hell up, because we're telling you, a thief is coming in your house to destroy you, man, to ransack you. Okay? By that we mean Jacob's troubles coming, like the brother named a few things: famine, death, okay, martial law, World War III. But our people sleep in the party spirit though.
They're drunk,
Drunk.
but now with what's it called? Strong drink.
Yep. Yeah, but now it's strong drink. Yep.
Real quick,
Yep.
back in Thessalonians 5,
Yep.
and 5 it says, "You are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us sleep." It's like, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that are drunken in the night.
Yeah, that hit all of them right
Yes.
there, right?
Hitting everything.
You
Yeah.
want to
Want me to finish
that
that?
up? Yeah, then I'll do
Okay,
that.
this is Romans 13 and 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Uh-huh.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed."
And a lot of you people don't truly understand what the word salvation means. It means deliver from trouble. There's actually a better definition, but generally we should understand that it means removed or delivered from trouble, man. Okay, you need to be saved from something.
Yeah.
But you think, oh, I'm saved by the blood of Jesus, but you don't know from what. It was Tuesday, now it's Wednesday, or Sunday, now it's Monday. There's no difference.
They get being saved misconstrued with being accepted.
Yeah.
Yep.
They think that just because they can show love with their mouth and confess with their mouth that they're saved, but you really believe you're just accepted.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no acceptor of persons with the Most High.
Right.
All right, you either of the elect or you're not, and it's going to be known in that time. Because the scriptures say, "Then shall it be known who are my chosen."
Yep.
He got to put you through the fire first. That's what this tribulation period is all about.
Right.
We finna go through a time of trouble that's never been recorded in the history of the planet, man.
Right.
After you went through all that and made it through that, the Lord guided you through that, and you end up on the ship, then you can say you've been saved.
Right.
And going through all of that, when you go through all of that, the Lord wants you to lean and depend on Him. That's the point of going through it. If you lean and depend on a man who the Most High made, you're not one of His. You're not, if you're dependent on His medicine, you're not one of His.
In the book of Matthew, the 6th chapter, it says, a man can't serve two masters. You can't claim to love Jesus, but Biden got all the answers for you. Or Trump, or your boss at work, or your wife, or your daddy, or anybody that's on earth right now, they don't have the answers for you. You have to live, but see the difference of us, why you wouldn't listen to somebody like us, because we're delivering the message from the heavens, man, from the Heavenly Father. All right, that's the difference. We're not speaking about what we feel or what we want to happen. Because if it was, I'd say, can we skip all of this and just get to the kingdom? Right? If it was of a man's deal, but no, he said we got to go through. What it say in Acts the 14th chapter, through much tribulation, you must enter into the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so we got to go through all them troubles.
Yeah, when you hear this word, it liberates you mentally. You're liberated from those from those prison bars that are in your mind.
And that's what the scriptures say, hey, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Exactly. So then you believe. It takes faith. You believe, and now you actually see a light at the end of the tunnel. You're not just out here lost and confused, not knowing what to do or who to run to, who to trust. With this truth, you are now free from that. Now you know you got the names Yahweh, Yahushai, you know, and you got the faith, and that's our hope, you know.
That's the direction, bro.
That's what we lean upon.
That's the direction that we go in. We have a definite direction, and it's beautiful because it wouldn't be faith if we could see it.
Like you
So
said.
it has to be something we can't see.
It's our default mode.
Our default is to believe in what the scriptures say. You have something to go right now?
Yeah, I got something.
I'll go back.
Yeah, but yeah.
Revelation 20 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about the tribulation.
Yep.
You know, hey, you better have it in your mind to die for this truth, man.
And
Revelation.
that's a clear direction in these last days. If you're gonna die, you might as well die for the righteous of the word. You got it, bro.
Revelation 24. And I saw thrones and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark.
And we
upon their
can't run
forehead.
past that too swiftly. You know, the beast and the image of the beast and the mark of it. You can't say shit on here, right? And the MOTB. You know, so we have to explain to you what those things are, but no one else knows what these things are. The prophets are the ones that know, the ones that have been given the spirit to understand these scriptures. And what they are is literally an implant and a way of life system, which is that image that he wants to implement to completely force you into his obedience under him.
That's part of the storm that's coming.
Yep.
Implementing this new system. You know, this system, it's not going to be, Esau's going to try to make it a smooth transition.
Yep.
But for a lot of people, it's not going to be smooth. You know, you're going to go days without eating, possibly.
Yep.
You know, you may not have a roof over your head because of this system that this devil's trying to implement.
And you want to fight against it.
Yeah, you want, but if you're one of his, you're going to deal with it. You're going to persevere through all these things. You got it.
Finish the last part of this. Neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. That gets into the kingdom, man. The elect gonna reign with Yahushua, man. Joint heirs with Yahushua.
That's right.
And these you know, these heathens, they gonna be enslaved for 1,000 years.
I want to kind of extrapolate on that. That's talking about the men that got the victory after they resisted unto blood.
Yep.
But you gotta imagine what these men had to be put through before they can receive that victorious moment.
It said that some of them was going to be beheaded, so like
Yeah, like what it said. So just imagine that these men had to sit through periods of interrogation, where their enemy is basically trying to get them to denounce their creator, their maker, the name of Yahweh, the name of Yahushai. You know, they probably put it in their face, like, hey, if you want your life, if you want your life spirit and you want to enjoy your children, go ahead and take this character. Denounce your God. Denounce the name of Yahushua. What are you gonna do? Those men said, man, fuck my life.
Yep. Even
You
unto
know?
death.
Hey, they resisted unto blood, man. That's the type of men who he saw in the vision.
Yep.
You know? You're not gonna give this devil the victory, man. You know? So just imagine that what these men had to go through. Then they have to sit there and it's probably being televised or made public, and you sitting up under a smart guillotine with a blade, a saw that's getting ready to come down on your neck.
and that's going to happen.
And that's going to happen.
They're going to be brought in front of the concentration camp to show you what's going to take place unless you take that implant, that corruption. You know. So
That was it on that?
Finish that Luke.
I got.
Oh, you got
So I got one more precept. Mark 9:1. Now, what I read in Revelation 27, you know, that's the extreme. Now, let me give you the other side. Okay? Mark 9:1. And he said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here which not taste of death, which shall not taste of death, till they have seen the kingdom of the Most High come with power.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
so
on the flip side, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be put to death.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to be a martyr. You're going to have those that's going to be preserved to be delivered. The Lord's going to make sure there's an angel that's keeping charge over them to deliver them from the evil. You know, Job, the 5th chapter goes into that. Psalm 91 goes into that. That's for those who's going to make it without getting put to death. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's going to have to go. It even tells you that in Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. Then those who are alive and remaining, you know, before we get caught up into the ship.
To meet him in the clouds.
To meet them in the clouds.
Yeah.
You know?
So we saying all of these things, forewarning you of what you're gonna have to go through to make it. And a lot of you people are not prepared. You don't have your raincoats or your umbrellas. You don't have swimming lessons for the flood coming in. You're not. I'm using analogies for all the troubles we're gonna have to deal with. You're not mentally or spiritually prepared for that, because it's gonna get to a point where there's nothing you can do but call out for help. Now, who are you gonna call out for help for? Sweet Jesus? When the last time sweet Jesus answered you and truly helped you? I don't mean made you feel good, but delivered you from something. It ain't ever happened. Okay, so we're showing you that we have a living power that you can call upon in times of trouble, and if you be worthy, and accepted by him, he'll take care of you in those moments. You was gonna speak?
Yeah, I was gonna say. See, Jesus doesn't save nobody. Because hey, Jesus, if you really want to get technical, that word doesn't translate to anything.
Right.
The actual word that they called upon in the Greek, if you was gonna call him by his name, was Jesus.
Yep.
That translates to savior or deliverer. But his true name is Yahushua. The name Jesus, that don't do a damn thing. You really curse yourself because you're calling after the name of another deity. You're calling off after the devil, man. Hey, those people that was in those boats down there in Brazil, that had that big ass rocky mountain, that piece of that cliff come down. Why did it hit the only boat that had the title Jesus on it? The only people on the Jesus boat, they all died. Everybody else narrowly escaped. Why didn't Jesus save them?
Right?
You know
We was just
saying?
talking before camp about people scared to step on a placard,
Yeah.
you know, that had the false image on it. Because it's so deeply ingrained in you, you can't see the difference. This man has never done, this image has never done anything for you.
Yep.
But the deliverer, the savior that we speak of is real. He walked on the earth, he had real understandings, teachings, history, you know, a true depiction of himself that lines up with what the scriptures is talking about. Okay? Yeah, he performed miracles, and a lot of you people don't believe in those miracles, but you're going to call on him for those miracles in that time of trouble.
And he's not going to hear you.
Because that ain't his name. You can't be talking to me.
If you haven't been calling upon his true name, he's not dealing with you. He's not going to hear you. You know.
Real quick. Acts 4 and 10.
Yep.
Be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahushua Mashiach of Nazareth, whom you crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him doeth this man stand before you whole. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
That shows you can't go straight to the Heavenly Father. You can't go straight to the Most High. There's only one name that you could be saved under, and that's the name Yahushua, Mashiach.
That's it.
You know.
Father ain't here, none of that.
No, he ain't here.
And half y'all don't know the name of the Father either. That's why, is it in John where it said, he that, if you had known him, then you had known me. If you had known the Father, then you would have known me, that he sent me. Okay? And their names are with, the Son's name is within the Father's name. All right? So I'm going to go back to this about that storm, right? I'll start back at 54. It says, and he said also to this is Luke chapter 12, verse 54, and he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower, and so it is. And when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it ye do not discern this time?
Hey, we're living in these times. You can see all this stuff going on, but you still don't think that this is the end.
Yep.
That this is not going to be no World War III. You know, that this devil is not going to make I'll say a charagma mandatory. You know,
he's already making the
Jews,
back pass.
Yeah.
Mandatory in certain places. You think that's not going to follow? These are places like it, but these are places that they're pretty much running a trial and error situation to see how it works. And once they find the right protocols that work, they're going to implement it worldwide. Because why? That image is a world, one world image, a worldwide one world image for the whole earth to be under consensus of.
It's a technological Tower of Babel.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay? So that storm that we're warning you for is trying to show you that, hey, these prophecies are coming to pass, and it should be a sign unto you that now's the time to get right with the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
Not who you thought it was, because he don't give a damn what you do. Jesus don't give a damn. He loves everybody. He don't care what you do. This one, he expects you to sacrifice something out of your fleshly life that he may bless you in your spiritual life. Okay? And that's how you get saved. And it ain't open for everybody. Okay? You got something, right?
Yeah, this is Zephaniah 1, verse 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
All bad things.
Yep.
Nothing good. Nothing good is coming upon the day of the Lord.
Yeah.
Turmoil. What did it say? The last one it said it's going to be gloomy, dark. All right. You're going to see what is the scripture? The love of many is going to wax cold. There's not going to be no love out here in these streets. Okay. Unless you got that comforter, you're pretty much dead. A lot of our people are just dead men walking. This court because they're dead spiritually, and that's just going to lead to their destruction.
Bro, like when you say the love of many is going to wax cold,
Your voice up.
when the brother said the love of many is going to wax cold, hey, if you're actually watching, you see that way the people treat each other out here in these streets. You see the things that people do to other people, out of anger, and just everybody's on edge. Everybody's mad.
Selfishness.
It's just a malice spirit that's out there right now amongst the people.
It's a very left-hand spirit that's out there, that's working on the minds of these people to actually commit crimes against each other and horrible crimes, and that's just judgment of Yahweh Bashimel Shai. It's judgment going out. Hey, the Lord's that the apostles coined it. This is the year of the turn up, So everything's just gonna start intensifying. All the mayhem out here, all the malice. So we gotta stay locked in the spirit.
Someone get Daniel 12:1.
If I can elaborate, where it says a day of darkness and gloominess. I looked up the word gloominess in the Hebrew, and the word is apalah, and it says in the definition, it says darkness, gloominess, calamity.
Calamity.
And then it says down here, wickedness. We know that wickedness is going to be increased on a whole nother level. So with the wickedness increasing in the world, so is the calamities and the judgments.
Right.
Yeah.
You see
Tsunami warnings on the West Coast.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ice, a freaking ice storm hitting the east coast down to the south. This is and that's the second time. Like they just went through a storm. Now they're getting hit with an ice storm. Now.
I think it's like snowing in the south right now, like Tennessee.
Mississippi.
Certain states.
Yeah. Yeah, man. The Lord He gonna keep turning it up.
Yeah.
But the Lord is just matching the level of wickedness that's in the earth.
Yeah.
That's all He's doing. You want to turn up with your wickedness? All right, I'm finna turn this up.
These judgments.
I'm finna turn these plagues up.
Right.
Because the Lord is all about balance. You're not gonna have one thing and not have the other. So the Lord got to balance this shit out. You know, Esau wants to turn up. You're gonna make mandates and gonna put this. I don't even want to call it venom into all my people. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up. Because I'm gonna make your time shorter. You know, Esau's trying to prolong his time here, and the Most High is making it shorter. You know?
Yeah, man. These people are such in gross darkness. They don't even consider that all this evil is coming down because of what they're doing in the earth.
Yeah.
You know, it's dark. It's just dark and count. Everything is just dark, man.
They don't regard their actions. You know, the things that they do. They don't regard their actions. They don't think there's going to be repercussions for the wickedness that they've done. Our people, the Edomites, the Lord is judging this place. But first He's going to judge our people first and foremost for their wickedness. You know, because, hey, you Israelites should know better. There's a spirit in you that knows I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to sleep with my neighbor's wife. I'm not supposed to steal from my neighbor. You know, I'm not supposed to be gluttonous. I'm not supposed to be a mo. There's something in our spirit, in our people's spirit, but because there's no consequences, people just do what the hell they want to do. But that shit's coming to an end because the Lord is about to put fear back into you people, mainly our people. But He's gonna put fear amongst the whole world. They're gonna know that this ain't Esau's harp. This ain't Esau fucking with this and that. This is from another power, from not of this, not of this universe. You know.
Let me finish this one. It says, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, and I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Yeah. And the scriptures is beautiful because it describes everything in its graphic like that on purpose, so you Israelites can see that the Most High not playing. He put the Spirit on His prophets to write these things down so we can proclaim them and tell you. And we got to give you Jakes the real of the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know, not this old lovey-dovey Christian Catholic Church shit.
That's for us.
Yeah.
That believe.
Yeah.
The lovey-dovey stuff is for us that believe. But because that's how the Heavenly Father looks at us that believe. You that don't believe, you got to get the nastiness of the scriptures. When it says thrown out as dust and as dung, that's talking about you gonna be no one's gonna care for you like dust that's just blowing down the street. Nor will they care for you like the shit you step over on the side of the, in the gutters, man.
Like you see on the highway, you see a carcass, like I don't know,
Like a
cat
or
or dog or something. How you just drive past it. That's how it's gonna be in these streets with these dead bodies, humans.
Yeah.
Because you can't even be around dead bodies and you get infected like that. That's unclean.
Yeah, that brings disease.
Yeah.
So with the increase of dead bodies out here in these streets, it's going to bring thus more pestilence. And then we ain't talking about no C-19 shit that Esau can make in a laboratory wherever. We talking about some stuff that ain't no juice, ain't nothing can clear it up.
Well, when there's no food, people start eating each other.
Yeah. I think people ain't gonna eat dead bodies. It's a good source of food, man. It's right there.
And
it don't even taste that bad.
And
you can hear the psyche. It's like, bro, you can hear the psyche of a confused ass, like you said, a blind man stumbling around like a blind man. You can see people trying out shit that's just a bad idea.
And a nigga will put hot sauce or barbecue sauce on anything and fry it and think it's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
You brother got something too, right?
2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for many.
These things are, you got it, finish, bro.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, that's perfect precept, because it said that because of their sins, their wickedness, they're gonna be like blind men. Meaning, you can't even tell that you get jacked up because of what the hell you're doing. Like you don't even see it. You can't even see the Lord bringing all this evil against you. You think that it's just unfortunate that shit is just happening, but you think that you doing what you're supposed to do. No,
you think it's bad luck.
You're not turning from your wickedness. That's why the Lord is jacking you up. So you're blind, like mentally, you're blind. You're a reprobate, man. The Lord is trying to get you to snap out of it by putting some hell on you, and you ain't getting it. That's how Jake always been. You know.
Example of that is Pharaoh. You know?
Continue to harden his heart, right?
You're still not gonna turn from your folly and your evil ways, even though the Lord is starving you out. You know, the Lord's putting disease on you.
The Lord's sending you examples. You every day you see a message on your phone where this person died, this person got put to death, this rapper. The Lord is sending messages by these judgments that He's putting forth.
That's why we read that. That's why we read that about the storms. We can notice the storms coming. You see niggas dying, but you don't take it as a sign to correct yourself. You got it.
Wait till the Lord wipe out one of these niggas going to these concerts. Wipe out 100 niggas, 1,000 motherfucking.
He could open up a hole in the ground and swallow you people, man. Don't tap the Lord. You get fucked up, man. You know?
Hey.
You get fucked up. You don't tap the house.
They go wild up there, man.
Damn.
Yeah, that's poison. That don't look good.
SC19. Some new shit.
They putting the new variants.
Aluminum and shit like that, man. We breathing that in.
This devil's moving. This devil know that they ain't got but a short time, so they getting shit going. They been getting shit going.
They playing tic-tac-toe up there, man.
Hey, watch what happens. Watch how sickly everybody become February. Where they didn't breathe it in all the way, you know? And it's sitting over the area.
Tripping, man.
You still got it, bro. You have more, right?
These regular people, they don't know what that is.
It's the Air Force jets out there having fun.
They're doing drills.
They're doing drills.
But
that's straight poison.
Verse 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 20. Verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion.
The confusion goes on with the brother said. They walking in there like they're blind. They're in darkness. It's like the scriptures you read in Luke. You can see they putting fucking poison in the air.
Literally, a jet letting that out.
You can literally see that with your eyes, but you're still blind. You don't see that this devil's trying to kill you.
Bro, this devil is trying to inject poison into you.
Yeah,
He's trying to make you pop poison and drink it down with water. He's trying to have
in
you
the water
inhale.
too.
He wants you to inhale the poison.
Just
every which way.
It's in the food, it's in the water, it's in the air, it's in the needle.
He's going DN on trying to kill you.
That's why everything's dying. You know? That's why death is supreme in the earth right now. Because of the man who's in power. And which is, it happens to be the wicked, the border of wickedness. All-time high. You know?
Why do you think they backed up off the mandate? Because they figured out they could put it in so much other shit. They put it in lettuce, remember? They put it in salads. They put it in everything. So it's like, okay, we can back off of this. We can get them this way, or we can get them this way. You know? But the only ones that's going to be protected from that is the elect. You know, that's going to have that covering. You know, that have that thawa, that have the Lord's the name of the Father and the Son written in them.
That seal of the exemption.
Bro, this is double. Shit.
If I can get this real quick. This is
that's true.
Zephaniah. Zephaniah 2 and 3, and it says, Seek ye the Lord, all you meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be you shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. And that's the elect.
What's you got to break down what meek? Because a lot of chicks don't know what the word meek means.
It means lowly.
Lowly, humble.
The humble, man.
Basically, the opposite of proud. Which most of you people with all these social media accounts and all this is all about pride and exalting yourself. We're not up here exalting ourselves. We're up here exalting Yahweh Shai so he can exalt Yahweh.
What do they call it?
And his return back to the earth through Yahweh Shai.
There is no God.
All right? So,
Yeah, and you want to be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
Yeah.
You don't want that smoke, man.
yeah.
You want to be shielded from his wrath, man.
You don't want to, like, if your dad come home mad and about to tear somebody's ass up, you don't want to be in the house. You don't want to be in his sight. You know?
Go in there, go to sleep.
Yeah.
8:30.
Try to play that
knocked
shit.
out.
You're gonna get grinded unto powder. God. Think about that. Reduced to dust. Trying to go up against your
It
house.
literally says that in the Apocrypha.
God.
Be utterly beaten
Chapter
to powder.
16, gonna be utterly beaten to powder.
Yeah. And his presence.
And you know what they showed? They showed you in World of Worlds.
Yeah,
So
kind.
chariots came and the lasers was zapping people.
Yeah.
They turned straight to red dust.
Kind.
It was like dry blood. Just
Hey.
They also showed it Mars Attack too.
yeah,
They make it from the
yeah.
Yeah, it was a joke, but it ain't. Yeah,
right. That's real.
wasn't a joke.
Yeah. It showed how, on that movie, it showed how they shot a nuke and they just grabbed that shit like it was nothing. Yeah,
just smoked it.
Smoked it, yeah.
Matter of fact, grab what you got, bro.
See, Esau, he's trying to hide.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying to hide from the anger of the Most High. He knows what he got coming to him, man. That's why they wouldn't spend all these years and all these billions of dollars trying to prepare for their escape route, man.
Yeah.
With all these luxurious underground bomb shelters, these bunkers, dumbs.
Jumps.
You know, they wouldn't be doing that if they wasn't gearing up for something, man.
If they wouldn't be doing that if they ain't done nothing wrong. If you're innocent, if you're these people, these great people, you're the people of the Lord, you should be hastening to the day of the Lord.
Yeah.
But not hiding. But we know that they're not the people.
God, and them hiding in those rocks and in those bunkers, that's like trying to hide under the bed, man.
Yeah, that's the first place the killer looks.
It's not gonna work. We know the Lord knows where you're hiding, man.
You gonna put the covers over you and shit, like that's just.
Bro,
That's it. That's what.
I
When
don't
the
see
killer
him.
just
I
gonna
don't
come
see-
in and do
I don't
this.
see what's under that
The
cover.
killer gonna come in like this.
Esau not even smart.
Walk out.
Esau not even smart enough to put a body there and some shoes in the bed. He gonna hide them under the bed.
you so silly, man.
But that's Bill's prophecy that they're gonna try to hide in the what is it, Amos 9?
Yeah, I want to say his brother hold.
Amos 9:1. And I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them. And I will slay the last of them with the sword. And he that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, in the ground, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
Yep.
Esau got those space stations.
That's another way he's gonna try to hide. He's gonna hide in space, trying to figure a way to get to out of the Van Allen belt, so he ain't gotta deal with that judgment. While he's judging the earth, I'm gonna go up and be in space somewhere. I'm gonna come back down and assume power. No, it don't work that way. He said, thus when you go up into heaven, this will I bring thee down.
Verse 3, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, which is a mountain, I will search and take them out thence, and they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. They also have dwelling places in the ocean.
Deep Blue Sea was one of the movies. I think the Megalodon. There's a bunch of movies that have that type of situation.
Bro, they have these submarines.
It's like they showed it in G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Kind.
That whole
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Elaborate.
they have structures under the ocean,
Yeah.
but they also have these submarines that can withstand nuclear blast, and they just kind of like bounce around in the ocean, and then when the dust settles, they can come out of them. You know, these devils they think they get creative. You know, with their
They think they can outwit the Most High.
Right.
yeah.
Crazy.
Thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
And that was funny. I was gonna reference that. I forgot it was right there in that chapter. Hey, he got somebody for the water, man.
Yeah, God.
He got something.
Some
Somebody.
things, yeah.
Some things for the water.
Right.
You know, they don't make movies like
Yeah.
Godzilla for nothing.
Hey, Leviathan
You know?
will snack on those submarines.
Pick his teeth with them submarines, man.
You think about this. We just named all these places that Esau has to hide, these bunkers, where they have a temporary hiding place. You Jakes don't got nowhere to hide. So your only refuge is this truth. This is your only
Of
cover.
the Lord. Yeah.
Remember the opening of Hereafter?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All them people. Where the hell was they
Kind.
gonna run to?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When that tsunami was
We was laughing because
Okay.
we was laughing like, where they gonna go?
where they running to?
Yeah.
You gotta try. Let's get
Yeah.
why? No, like in the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
He said, "All right, everybody on the bus." He's like, "It's a nuke.
You gonna drive away from the mission?
Yeah.
It's a nuke. What do you mean?
Bro,
Get on the bus."
on that scene, a lot of these people were having the time of their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they were escaping reality per se and living their best life.
Yeah.
You know, and when that tsunami hit, that wave just came and just took them.
We're
Sudden
tell-
destruction fall
Yeah.
them.
And we're telling you that tsunami, that storm, that destruction is coming. Unless you repent and turn to the Lord, and this is your only way out of it, the truth, you're going to be destroyed. Esau got a temporary, because the scriptures say that we're going to, what is it, Psalms 148 or 449, where it says, dig them out of the rocks and bind them with fetters. So it's going to be some Edomites that get away. They're going to be the first ones going into
Yeah.
slavery. Yeah. But
They're not getting out of judgment.
all of them not. Like I said, it's a temporary refuge, but that's temporary. You know?
Yeah, real quick, this is Hebrews 4 and 13, and I'm going to read it in NLT. It says, nothing in all creation is hidden from the Most High. Everything is naked and exposed before his eyes, and he is the one to whom we are accountable.
Yeah.
So, hey, there's nowhere in the earth you can run to.
Nowhere.
Nowhere, man. The Lord's, it says that in the Apocrypha, his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Yeah.
Hey, but the thing about
The
it is,
Lord knows what's out of the earth, in the earth, underneath the earth. There's nothing uncovered that he doesn't know.
what's fucked up is the Lord knew where you was going to go run to hide before you even thought of that thought.
You
know?
because you know how Esau wants to track everybody and see where they're at all times. Well, the Lord owns your spirit, man.
The Lord created you, fool.
You know, He owns your spirit, bro.
I got a script real
Can't
quick
hide.
to back up what you read. Proverbs 15 and 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So it's really no escape from the wrath of the Yahweh Shem Shai. There's no escape. You can't escape the wrath. All right? And like I said, this is the only escape. And Lord willing, we're part of that number. Lord willing, we're chosen. You know?
We got another pre up top. Sirach 16, 13. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated.
Not gonna escape with your spoils, man. Because you see what this devil's doing. He's hoarding up. You know, he's hoarding up, man. He's hoarding up all the riches, gold, you know, all the best of the best.
And the ammo.
Ammo.
At the same time, he's devaluing the dollar. You know, why you said hoarding up all the gold, hoarding up all the real resources that are valuable. You know,
Because
he knows the world is finna go into famine.
Kind.
That's why they've been hoarding up with these corporations.
Kind.
Hey,
Hundreds and billions of dollars of food.
Kind.
Because all the real food is being dumped.
Yeah.
And all of the weather that you know they're controlling on the left-hand side is purposely destroying all your vegetation and crops and your produce. This is all purposely being done.
That's right.
So they're preparing for that, man. So they know people finna be out here rioting, going crazy, killing each other, robbing each other, eating each other. They gonna be safe from all that. They gonna be like, hey, we gonna be down here. We gonna have all the food to ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
They're building a big ass wall outside the White House.
Yeah, kind.
And they got a bunker in the White House. They got actually a tunnel that goes from the White House to some old ass bank that got, it's like some, Esau got some some super vault shit. They got some underground shit. So they have temporary refuge. You Jakes don't got shit.
Kind.
You know?
Yeah, you got thin ass walls, man. You can hear your neighbor fart next door, man. That's how much protection you don't have.
And they think, and Jake thinks that just because you got a 9, a 40 Glock, an AR, you know, you may have a fortress around your home. You know, you may have all this ammo. That's still not going to save you. Because the police, the regular police, the Metro Police want you. They're going to come to your house with guns drawn. You're going to be a standoff, and you're going to lose that battle. So how much more some troops with tanks and MRAPs?
Yeah.
When they shoot and kill, they don't. Oh, he's registered. He has registered this gun. Okay, we just going in there shooting his ass. We ain't gonna say put your hands up. None of that shit. That's how this Edomite, this devil is dealing. You know, because you can shoot it. When these times are coming in, you can shoot a nigga. You can shoot 100 niggas right on Facebook Live or what is that shit? Them niggas Instagram Live. No one's gonna care in that day. It's not gonna be no Black Lives Matter march because everybody's gonna be trying to save their own ass. That's what you Jakes gotta realize. This shit is about to get really turned up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, gloves is finna be, gloves off. Gloves is being pulled off, man. This devil's finna really show you who the devil truly is, man. All right.
Jake think they're the hardest.
You can think you hard. You can think you because you trained in the gun range and you wear your little black boots,
army fatigues,
like ready army fatigues. You can think you with the shit, but really we gonna see in that day. Because guess what? Isaiah the 10th chapter, the Lord said the Assyrian. The rod of his anger is in his hand, and he's going to give him charge over you. He's going to send him against the hypocritical nation. So you already know that the Lord's going to basically he's going to put a cold spirit on these devils, man. And all you niggas talking about your fringes, Esau going to be shooting through them fringes, man. Anything he see moving with fringes, in his mind, that's a militant, that's an extremist. He's armed and dangerous. Shoot him. That's what they're gonna think about when they see fringes.
Isaiah 19:4. So I started 2. Yeah, I started 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And
you know what that's getting into? That's wartime, man. Hey, why you think right now the government got a task force that's training them to fight domestic terrorism?
Kind.
Down there in was it South Carolina? North Carolina.
You know what that's coming to go? You gonna say it? You know who that's coming against? Because these domestic terrorists, these Edomite groups, Esau can take them out overnight. That's nothing for Esau with all the military and the drones and shit they got. They coming against the truth. They coming that we're gonna be the new domestic terrorists that they're building their case towards. That domestic terrorists, them niggas that was them Edomites that was in the Capitol building, man, Esau could have laid all them motherfuckers down. That's nothing. They coming against his truth because his truth exposes them. This truth is telling everyone who they really are, their true identity, and that's what they fear the most. You know, because what is it? The domestic terrorists.
And that's how Haman tried to present us to the king Ahasuerus or Xerxes. You know, he made it seem as if we were a nation of radicals who was against the will of the king. He wrote that letter
to get us all, knocked off. So you already know, in this day and age, the devil he's gonna do the same thing. They're trying to they're building a case on us.
Yep. Did Nero do that in Roman Empire? He burned down. He burned down somewhere in Rome, and he blamed it on Jake.
Yeah.
You just had a situation recently happen like that.
In Texas? No, not Texas.
I think it was in what was that at, man? Where they burned. It was an Edomite group. They had like
the
12 tribes.
in
They
Ghana.
had the 12 tribes.
Yeah, Ghana.
They burned up that place.
Kind.
Yeah. They said they were responsible for those fires out in Denver?
Yeah.
Kind.
You know?
Yeah, that's where it was at. Yeah.
But you know that it's all left-hand connotation. Because when you think of the 12 tribes, who is the average person thinking about when you mention the 12 tribes?
Right.
Us.
Yeah.
You ain't thinking about Amalek.
Because Amalek don't identify with each other. They identify as Jews.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Jewish.
Yeah,
They'll say Yehuda and
Levi.
Yeah.
That's all they'll say.
Okay.
You know?
They might throw a Benjamin in there. Verse 3, Isaiah 19:3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over.
That's why we fight against spiritual wickedness in high places, because what they're doing is they're building up their prayers to left hand demons and spirits to come against us, because it has always worked thus far. So now they're working over. They're kidnapping more kids. They're killing more people, using all that blood for sacrifices and rituals and shit. Okay, when you really look into what this devil's into, he's into that stuff. And you still don't know he's the devil? Like, how much more do you need to see? You know, they tell you straightforward, all you niggas trying to be in the music industry, in the movie industry, entertainment business, but you gotta do left-hand ritual shit, man.
And they know that going into that.
They know it.
You know what I mean? Because,
Something like, I ain't going back to poverty.
yeah.
I ain't going back to the hood, you know, basically to roach infested apartments and shit. Well, this man is exactly what he wants for you. He really is trying to put you in a demonic state so he can kill you, man, and deem you a terrorist.
Yeah.
And have the people turn on you. This brother got it.
Verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. You know, I was doing research on we're about to go into a hyperinflation, right? So I was doing research on the Weimar Republic in Germany. So they was in hyperinflation. And who came out of that? You know, what fierce ruler came up into the midst and started ruling Germany? Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, same thing will happen.
A cruel lord.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna.
Somebody that's savage, man.
Yeah.
You know, he just don't give a shit.
Hey, what is it? Revelation spoke as a lamb.
Yeah.
Spoke as a
13.
dragon.
Dragon.
Got two horns like a
Two
lamb.
horns
Speak
like a
as
lamb.
a
Speak as a
dragon.
dragon. That's
Two opposing sides, but they're not. But it's the same. We always say it's the same lamb, though.
Same bird.
Same animals. But spake as a dragon because they were unified on their thoughts. So we don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican. That's just all facade and bullshit anyway. It's one. They just give you a side to choose.
Yeah.
I love how what's the guy I always
Illusion
use?
of thought.
Yeah. What's the comedian look like an old white man?
Carlson.
George Carlin.
Carlin.
He said it's an illusion of choice. He said we got 31 flavors of ice cream, but 2 choices of who runs the world. But if you really pay attention, there hasn't been any difference from when the Reagans to the Bushes to the Clintons to the Obamas to the Trumps to the Bidens have been ruling. The same agenda has been going. It's just about how they deliver you the message. But everything's moved right along as scheduled. So you people believing in all that bullshit level, man. You people are just lost in the sauce, man, waiting to get destroyed.
Sleep, man.
We're trying to wake you the hell up so you can understand that this life, this society ain't for you, okay? And you're about to come through very, deadly times. I can't say it another way. Deadly times. Everything you do is gonna cost you your life if it ain't about this.
Yeah.
And this will be the most thing that you're sought and hunted down to attempt to be killed for.
Because you're a threat. You're a threat to Esau's New World Order.
Yep.
You know, because the only thing that stands between Esau's New World Order is the elect.
Yeah.
Really. Because the elect are the ones that's out there warning the people, waking the people up, the hopeful elect.
Yep.
You know, but the elect is who Esau can't convert, who Esau can't be bought.
Yep.
You know, and really
Can't be broken.
can't be broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll read verse 4 again. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts.
You know, hey, this devil, man, he doesn't, at this point, they already know, you know, they already know that people are starting to figure them out.
Yeah.
They already know people are dying. You know,
The old tactics ain't working no more.
tactics ain't working on you know, the average person anymore. So he knows that he has no choice now. All gloves off.
Hey, Esau, like you said, Esau has to go back to his default mode. And his default mode is his sword. You know, first he's going to use legislation, the law, and then he's going to start showing you that sword.
First, he tries to tempt you, bribe you. You know, if he can talk his way into taking you to join forces with him,
Appreciate that.
you know, if that doesn't work, then he resorts to his sword. It's like, oh, you don't want to get down.
That's the final resort.
You don't want to get down with the program, then you gotta get
Force
to death.
Yeah.
You know?
First, I gotta charm you, and then if that don't work, I'm
Bribe
gonna
you.
bribe you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna give you gifts. I'm gonna give you incentives.
Stimulus.
You know, I'm
section-
trying to help you.
yeah,
That's
section-
why it says
yeah.
in Sirach 12, never trust thine enemy.
Yeah.
For like as iron rusteth sows his wickedness.
Skip that part,
And
but
then
if
when
you go
jump-
crouching,
if you go crouching, take good heed.
Yeah.
And then it even says down there in your adversity, he will pretend to help thee.
Yeah, kind,
But
13.
he's gonna undermine you.
Yeah.
You know. You don't let your enemy get that close to you, man. You don't allow your enemy to win over your trust.
yep.
Buy you out.
Buy you out and shit. Why would
Yeah.
you do that?
That's what a lot of, you know what you say, a lot of Jakes is doing that now. They're selling all their masters. I think till he's coming. I don't know. Maybe you said buy out, but a lot of Jakes are just, Jake has no integrity. They just give in. You know, that's the spirit of our people right now because they
don't stand for
they don't
nothing.
stand for shit, man.
Yeah, a lot of them got a taste of that high lifestyle, and once they start losing those funds, now they're desperate. Now they'll do anything to appease Esau to get some you know, some bags.
A desperate 2/3 nigga is the worst because they gonna jump at the first offer.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
whatever the
They
first
gonna-
offer. To give a nigga $100 to get the juice, hey, I'm here. And nigga didn't even wait. Like, okay, let me see if they can at least go up 1,000.
Hey, niggas was getting it for the opportunity to win $1 million.
Kind.
So I'm getting this for sure at the chance I maybe win $1 million. Like
Yeah.
they can't choose who to get it and who, you know,
Exactly.
$1 million or not. Like they can't be rigged.
That's
Yeah,
like
or not give it to nobody.
it's like selling your virginity for $100. Stupid.
Yeah.
Better yet, giving it up for free.
Yeah, kind.
Yep.
You know, being bamboozled and talked into giving up your soul. It's basically, you know,
Most precious. You guys know, right?
Psalms 26 and 9. It says, gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with bloody men, in whose hand is mischief, and their right hand is full of bribes. But as for me, I will walk in mine integrity. Redeem me and be merciful unto me.
yeah.
Jake, that's what's missing within their character. They don't have any integrity.
None.
That's why they'll sell their soul like it's nothing, man.
That they say, I'm loyal to the streets. I'm loyal to this money.
Loyal to the bag.
You know, I'm loyal to the game. Nah, man, you in a dark ass spirit, man. You done. You know?
And Jake always like to talk about how real they are, and you know, but you live in a fake life. You know, you live in they're trying to live out a fairy tale life in hell, in captivity.
And the spirit that follows our people that are in that lifestyle, it's death, man. Death is like these rappers are dropping, man. These are people who are in this left-hand wickedness. You know, they're dropping. They're being judged.
I got a pretty quick. Proverbs 16:29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into a way that is not good. He shut up his eyes to devise forward things, moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. That's Esau, this violent man. You know, he's always led you, Jakes, into a way that has not been good, that has not been for your best interest, for his interest, but not for yours. And so when are you going to wake up and realize that this man is not for you? He hates you. You know.
Proverbs 23:6. Eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee.
It's not with you.
Everything that this devil does is not for the betterment of you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Nothing. I always tell a nigga, you love the white man so much, name one thing that the so-called white man has done good. And they can't. They stump. You know?
And there's a lot of misconceptions and lies that this man is told. He set us free, but he enslaved you first. Like if you talk on their level, you was free before he showed up.
He killed your whole history, anything that you knew about people, your family. He destroyed it.
This nigga had y'all get laid off, fired from your jobs, evicted out of your homes, and then gave you fucking $2,000.
Yeah, kind.
He gave you a $1,200 check and a $600 check.
And boasted about it. And said, oh, you should be all right since you got.
And then you had a nigga doing the R. Kelly remix about the stimulus he got.
Yeah.
You know? Remember that old coon that did that little song? You know? Give me, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Cringe, bro.
Dude.
You know?
You know where that money is going, right? It's going right back to those that they're gonna go and dump that money right into the corporations that they only want to benefit.
And come this tax season, he's gonna be like, I want my money back.
Yep.
And take all your taxes, man.
Yeah, a lot of y'all think y'all about to get nice, hefty income tax back.
Nah, he keeps track of everything, man. This guy is he has like OCD. This devil, you know, OCD, bro. He wants to control every aspect of your life.
I got some.
And you're giving it to him.
Yeah. This is Psalm 55. I'm gonna start verse 20. It says, matter of fact, verse 20, it says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. He talking about kumbaya. He sings all these, this land is your land, this land is my land, love one another, and all this other shit that he talk about, but he don't do that.
He don't believe this. He don't believe the shit that he was saying.
Like, these niggas believe that shit? Hell yeah.
That's how slick this devil is.
He see this shit working, like, ooh, let's fucking keep pushing it on, right?
You niggas can't figure it out, man.
It goes on to say, verse 21, so the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Hey, and a lot of times he'll be like, this venom is for your benefit, so you can go back to not wearing the mask. You don't have to be mandated. You can have some freedom. We go back to the new normal.
All we need is one to flatten the curve.
We just need 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Oh, it's been 2 years.
It went from that until
and look, and more variants is just coming.
And now they saying this shit ain't working.
Matter of fact, ain't none of this shit working. We had to do all this shit. All these people that died.
Apparently it ain't working. And now it appears that a lot of you that did go for it
Yeah,
Y'all
y'all the
might-
main ones ended up in the hospitals.
Oh, what was that article? Damn, it's on my phone
Hey,
somewhere.
Khan,
That's the devil, man.
another way that he bamboozles our people, like when they're running for the presidential candidates, it's all smiles and they're these soft-spoken dudes, you know, they're promising you all these things, but as soon as they get into office, they start signing all this wicked legislation.
You gotta read it, bro.
All these other things to keep you down, you know?
Yeah, you still believe this devil in 2022, man?
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
I don't feel nothing for you.
Yeah. Hey, what it say?
You deserve whatever the fuck comes down your way. You deserve it, man. You ain't gonna get no pity from this.
I was gonna say, what did it say in Sirach 12? Who shall pity
shall
him
pity?
that
Yeah.
is bitten
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the charmer that's bitten by a serpent?
Yeah.
You playing with fire with this man, so when you get burned, we don't give a damn.
Right.
You know,
We've been up here for years warning you, don't play with this devil, man. He gonna burn you. He gonna backstab you. But what do? Nah, man, this is the one.
yeah, it's Jake's,
Joe Biden.
it's Jake's
You
that's
know?
going on a 4th and 5th booster,
Yeah.
thinking that, okay, this is the one that's gonna keep me right. This is the one.
Yep.
Okay, this is the one right here. They ain't learned their lesson till they fucking 6 feet under.
I gotta read
Till
this.
their families mourning over.
I gotta read this
got
right
it.
quick. There's an article, a headline anyway. It says UK government says the venom takers are dying at a rate 286% higher than the unjuiced.
260,
286, almost
86%.
300%.
300%
bro.
higher, bro.
Come on.
Yeah, it's from the news Stargate.
And a lot of these articles that come out are publications written by Edomites.
Yeah, that's really doing it now.
Yeah, the Edomites are getting tired of Esau. That's how bad it's getting.
The mice are getting tired of Esau. That's the truth.
They're revealing themselves. They're telling them themselves. So that's going over in UK. So eventually, the truth is going to come out, be more prevalent out here in the States.
Yeah,
All right, where people, you know, some of these crazy motherfuckers, they take action.
yeah.
You know, let some of these kids start dropping out here that they took the juice. You know, hey, people not gonna be cool about that shit.
Hey, want to see John Q?
Yeah, it's gonna be about a
EQ.
thousand John Q's.
Yeah,
You know?
they all gonna be Edomites.
EQ.
You know, coming up to really set the table straight. They mad. My wife done took it. My daughters done took it. I'm not taking this shit no more.
Yeah.
Hey, I read an article down there in Mexico. The cartels, they're fucking basically kidnapping the mayors and killing them.
Straight up.
Well, that happened in Kazakhstan. The governor, they resigned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They said, you know, we out of here. We can't deal with this shit. You know.
So like you leading faces on the falses. That guy.
Oh,
Yep.
What's the other one? WHO, the Elamite dude. You know.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Hey, you guys are targets.
Yep.
So you gonna be the ones to get kidnapped.
Look, nobody care about the president. They don't care about this
And you ain't
guy.
gonna be able to get to him.
They ain't worried about this guy. Nobody wants that guy. He's harmless. This dude is freaking harmless, man. We know he's not running the ship. He's not steering the ship regardless.
He's not mentally stable enough.
He
to
can't
steer
do it,
this
man. I don't know what I'm signing or reading. But know what though? It had me laughing because Trump read all that shit, man. He was reading all them things. No, first thing he said was, no, simplify all this shit. If it's 10 pages, make it 2 pages. Simplify everything, then I'll read it. He made everybody do that. All these laws that's got all these amendments, we're gonna change all that shit and simplify it so I can read it. I'm not reading this shit all along. There's not enough hours in a day to read the shit. Hours in a year, in a term of 4 years, to read all the shit that they just write up and just send over to be signed. And this dumbass just be signing shit. And you people voted this asshole in, man. So we're trying to tell you, somebody grab Micah chapter 2, verse 10. What is that one?
Micah 2 and 10.
Israel minister has virus after 4th jab.
And these people are gonna get tired of going back to the hospital, going to the clinic. They're gonna be like, yo, even Edomites saying like, fuck this. I'm not going to go get another one.
Yeah, but the new status is one more. The
Yeah,
new
yeah.
status
Where'd you
after
read
that
the
will be
thing?
one
Like
more.
It was like
Like a
after
Lay's
the
chips
ninth
and
one,
shit.
after the
You
10th
can't-
one.
You can't take just
Yeah.
one.
And after the 12th,
Yeah.
I got a quick pre real quick.
Yep, come.
I'll grab you.
I got you. Yep.
Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
Yeah, you've been just lying to the people, man.
just a quack.
It's just, yeah, that's the breakdown. It's a
The
quack.
whole time.
Yep. And that's why a lot of their wisdom is just theory.
Okay.
It's just theories. What was the other word for those?
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
Yeah,
Of
hypothesis.
what might happen or what could possibly. Give us some actuality facts, man.
And the definition of a hypothesis is an educated guess.
Yeah.
Educated on what?
Yeah, by
your,
what's fed.
your system.
Yep.
You know?
By your agenda.
Yeah, come.
Well, that's why the scriptures tell you. I believe it's in Sirach 38.
How's it going?
Yeah, I think it's 38. It says
That's spirit on there.
is it around 8 maybe?
Honor and physician?
No. It's 38. It said when it's talking about counsel. Be aware of what need he has or what he's trying to accomplish. It's like it might be 8:10 something up in there,
10.
or is it it's not the 30th chapter?
My son, thy sickness be not new.
It's about chapter 37. Chapter 37. I think it might be 37. It's right. It's there or 30, but I think it's 37.
Yeah, okay. It says, this is Sirach chapter 37 and 7.
Yep.
Every counselor
Yep.
exalted counsel, but there is some
Extolled counsel.
extolled-
Every-
yeah.
They got something to tell you. They can give you advice. Go ahead.
But there is some that counseleth for himself.
But there's some that's gonna counsel according to what I want to get done. That's this devil. Is he ever gonna tell you if like using what's the nickname for this guy? Talk about gates, the gates of hell.
Kill Gates.
Right. So this guy, if he said the earth is overpopulated, right? We need to decrease the population. So I saw the meme, you know, like last year, some shit. The meme said, so you're telling me the guy that said the earth is overpopulated, we need to depopulate the earth with venoms,
Yeah.
is now creating a venom to save the world? Get the fuck out of here!
He got this. I got the solution.
I got the
Of course,
solution.
Yeah.
Bro, he
It's
named
gonna
a scientist,
save everybody.
bro.
This nigga's not a scientist, man, or a doctor.
Hey, you can go on Google and type in who is the world's
World's leader.
greatest scientist.
And it's gonna say him.
It's gonna say Bill Gates.
A computer guy.
Yeah.
We knew all about Bill Gates because of Microsoft.
He's not a scientist.
Now he's a scientist. He's a doctor. He's
He
a
ain't
physician.
did none of that, bro.
I know
he
we
ain't
know
did
him.
none of the school.
He's the savior. Bro,
He
he's,
did none of that.
he's the savior. Imagine that, right?
He just the money behind getting people to create what he wants. That's it. That's why the brother's reading what he's reading. I'm just using him as an example, but the overall agenda of what Needy has is to fulfill his new world agenda, so his empire or his rulership never goes down. He how to say it? He thinking I think it's in Psalms. His rulership to go on forever. His houses
Oh,
shall
so
continue
forever.
forever.
Yeah.
You know,
Psalms 49.
All right, you got it, bro.
Beware, verse 8. Beware of a counselor and know before what he. It's like I started again.
Yeah, bro.
Beware of a counselor and know before what need he have.
And know what he need. Oh, this dude, I can't ask him. He gonna just end up asking me for money.
Yeah.
I don't ask him for advice. He gonna tell me to do what he wants me to do. He ain't gonna give me arbitrary advice.
Yep.
This man's trying to fulfill his new order agenda and destroy you, because deep in his spirit, he still wants to kill you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. He still wants to kill half of his servants off, more than half. Okay? He wants to kill a majority of you off, so he can only deal with a few of you to get his agenda done.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence that when we read in Psalms the 83rd chapter, when it talks about the nations cutting us off from being a nation,
Yep.
like the name of Israel be no more in remembrance.
Yep.
The first nation that they have on that is listed is Edom, the tabernacles of Edom.
And
Moab
you know
is
that's
in line.
personal.
Right.
That's
that goes
personal. That goes all the way back
to when
It's
the father
deeply
Isaac,
rooted. Yeah.
you know, was given, it goes back to the womb, goes back to
the garden.
Genesis, to the
Garden, bro.
Go all the way back.
The sons of God got the blessing. Let me go over here and put something in her ear.
Let me go talk. Let me go holler at this.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll finish this.
Yep.
For he will counsel for himself, lest he cast the lot upon thee, and say unto thee, thy way is good, and afterward he stand on the other side and see what shall befall thee.
Yeah, let's see. We'll see. No, it's okay to go. It's not a storm coming. It's good, man. Just go.
It's like, here, drink this, and let me see. I'm gonna stand back and. It says in Habakkuk, look upon thy nakedness, give them what it says?
Give them the drink.
Drink, and then look upon their necklaces. That's what they're doing.
Yep.
So here, let's experiment on these niggas.
Yep.
Take this, take the Moderna, take the Pfizer, take the what's the other one? The J&J, and let's see the demographic and see how it pans out.
They said you can mix it up too.
Yeah, kind of.
Make you a cocktail.
Yep, that's all right. It was somebody on there saying, I took them all to see what happens. Fucking idiot. You know? But he was just a lowly TikToker. He's probably already gone. You know? Nobody gives a damn. The point is, this man wants to fulfill his agenda and will lie to the bitter end to fulfill it, and will gladly lead you down into a pit of snakes and dragons and shit to get it. With no question, man.
And that's been this devil's one of his greatest tools is his deception, his ability to lie because he's in power.
Yep.
You know, he can lie straight to your face and then turn around tomorrow and tell you some shit and you believe it.
Hey, how many
This
times?
nigga, when he was Cain,
Yeah.
he tried to lie directly to the Most High.
Yes.
You just murdered your brother, and the Lord watched the whole thing go down.
Right.
And
He
then he
asks
asks you about
check
it,
you about it.
checks you about
You
it, and you,
Oh, no.
The wicked are
am I my brother's keeper?
That was good, man, too.
You know,
You get
and
it?
then got sarcastic with the Most High.
The wicked are
This is that same spirit we dealing with in the earth today.
Yep. That's how. But this is who you follow.
Yeah.
This nigga's been on the run
since the
for
car.
millennials.
Right.
Hiding from
They said that he would be as a vagabond
Vagabond, yeah.
and a fugitive.
Fugitive, yeah.
hiding from his identity, his true identity.
Yeah.
You know, disguising himself. He was the what is it? The Grecians.
Yep.
You know, he was all these different under these different nations or names.
Cause what did he do? He found somebody that he can conquer. He conquered them and then assumed their identity.
Yeah.
He's the identity thief we were talking
Okay,
about.
okay.
Hey, Khan,
Yeah,
Esau's the
yeah,
greatest
yeah.
impersonator, man.
Yeah.
He'll
No,
take
he's
on
not.
your whole nation and
He-
say it's you, that you are him, that he's you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Steal everything that belongs to you and claim it as his, and now he's you.
And that's how you know we're in the time of the wicked being revealed. Because now we're in the information age where knowledge is increasing. The more knowledge gets out there, the more he gets exposed.
Yeah.
And basically that veil is being peeled back, is being uncovered. And now people get to actually see that this devil is truly a deceiver, man. What did it say? What happened when he came out of the bottomless pit?
He would deceive.
He would deceive. He would come out and deceive the nations, man. He did just that.
And you saying that this is the information age. This makes its truth more well, how's the word? This makes its truth by the information age. The things that we're saying, you can Google them and look them up yourself, and the apostles tell you that. Look it up for yourself. You know, you can look these things up.
We got nothing to hide.
Exactly. We have truth. Like you said, nothing to hide. This is the truth. This shows you this is the more information that's out there that shows you this is the real truth. We got nothing to lie about. Look these things up. We can look up the words in the Hebrew, look up the words in the Greek. We can go into the Apocrypha. We can look into the history. So as the truth is, you know, as the truth is coming out more and more, the truth about this devil is coming out also.
Hey, real quick, Proverbs 12 and 19. This is the NLT translation. I'll read it in the KJV and then read it in the NLT. It says, the lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. When you read the NLT translation, it says,
Truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are soon exposed.
What is
That's
done in the
Esau.
dark come to light is what Jake love to say. To put that, they want to quote a scripture. That's one that they try to use.
Kind.
And the truth is always, the lie is always going to be revealed.
And this is the reason why he's threatened by this. This is the reason why he's going to coin to the world that we're the terrorists.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty much a sign of his downfall. We're exposing this devil left and right, man. Every day he's constantly getting revealed, man.
Well,
So we're a threat unto everything he got going. Because people, the more they hear us, the more they're not buying his bullshit.
yeah.
All right, people are no longer believing you, man. Like it says in was that Isaiah the 32nd chapter, where it says it talks about he will no longer be seen as liberal.
Oh yeah, the Bible.
The foul man
Yeah.
shall not
The
be.
churl shall-
The churl shall not be.
Yeah, let me find
Y'all
it.
know this.
I got it. I got it.
32 and like
Let
7
me see.
It's
or 5, one somewhere up in there.
Yeah, you can get to what he wants.
yeah. Start at 5, right?
Yeah, this devil he's losing respect every day. Now every day is just shameful glory being spewed upon him. All type of shame, all type of disgrace that he's receiving right now, man. His pedophilia that he tried to keep hidden is just out there. Everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
Now
They
it's
got
so far out
statues.
there. It's so far out there. He gonna just make you accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might. That's what he got to move to now
Yeah.
to get you to accept it.
Yeah.
You want that?
Yeah, get it real quick.
Straight to the point. This is Isaiah 32
Get 5.
and 5. It says, "The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful."
Real quick, NLT translation. In that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes. Scoundrels will not be respected.
Scoundrel.
Esau's a scoundrel. He's a scumbag, man.
He's a savage, man.
He's real savage.
But he all this time that he's been in power, he's convinced the world that he's just this magnificent
Innocent.
superhero.
Yeah.
You know, very godly,
Yeah,
wholesome.
The savior.
The savior. He's pure. He's white. He put on the title white upon himself. And we know white means pure.
Yeah,
It means
he's one.
innocent,
Without blemish.
without blemish, man.
I think it needs 2.
Okay.
But now that veil is being peeled back, you know, the Lord's he's smiting the covering that's cast over the nations. Now people are starting to see the skirts being lifted,
Yep.
and it's nothing but just filthy and vileness, man. This guy's he's a piece of shit, man.
Yep.
You got
A lying piece of shit.
cons. You had the USA Today news outlet. Them motherfuckers were trying to say that pedophiles are misunderstood,
Yeah, that's right.
trying to justify pedophilia, man.
That doesn't mean that they actually touch children. It just mean they love them.
And how it's witchcraft is because they put that thought and that idea out there,
Yep.
and they push it, where you may see it in the news.
It's
maybe.
like a seed that they're trying to
Yeah.
plant in your head.
And the devil Bob Saget, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he was in a roast session.
Yeah.
And that was fucking basically just
Tearing his shit
basically
out.
telling him he's a pedophile, but in a joking way, and people just laughing at him, man.
Yep.
You know,
Because it
Like-
sounded extreme,
right.
like it was unfathomable. But he has interviews saying that he wasn't saying it directly, but indirectly saying that he was doing this shit.
Yeah. And they joke about it.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, they say it comes out in the news for a month. Then the next 3 months, it's in the news again a few times. Then every month, or every week, you see the shit in the news. It's in your head. It's like the brother said. That seed is planted, and you thinking, well, it's all right. It's a mental condition.
You
Or,
had niggas, you know, rest in peace, Bob Saget. Shit.
Fuck out.
yeah.
That nigga Marlon Wayans and shit. You know, he's
Yeah.
Hey,
He didn't
Jake don't get the
initiate
same
himself.
treatment.
Nope.
You know, Esau, when it comes to their own, they kind of like sweep it under the rug, you know? Some little key shit. But it's Jake, oh man.
Look, they hung Bill Cosby for partying with a bunch of old white bitches, man. They hung this nigga for years, man. You know, that ain't what happened. Think about it. That ain't what happened.
Yeah.
talk
In
about
the,
it.
in the 60s and 70s when they was doing all that
That's
shit.
how they got down.
That's what they was up to.
Man, them hoes knew that they was fucking with when they went up there to Bill Cosby
They
to his
knew, man.
hotel room.
You're talking about children now.
Yeah.
Innocent, I don't want to say innocent, but
He had on the Joseph garment, the colors.
right.
He had his little robe on with the colors on it. He was slaying them old hoes, man. Now, because 30 years later, you just didn't feel right about it.
Yeah.
Now it's just it's international headlines.
Yeah, kind.
I think Esau put the hoes up to it.
He did.
Yeah, he had to.
All them hoes was through.
Because they was
All them
down.
hoes was finished. They couldn't sell their looks or their bodies no more. They was done. And look, the main one, that old ass model one, you know the one I'm talking about.
Dickinson.
That bitch is exactly.
Emily Dickinson or something like
Emily
that. Not named Dickinson.
Janice Dickinson.
Janice
Yeah.
Dickinson. Emily Dickinson.
She was like a
She wrote-
She like a fucking Muppet too.
Yeah.
Right, but she done did the facial plastic surgery, whatever, like 4 or 5 times. This bitch still ugly, right? So she had nothing she was of no value. So of course she'll take a deal to get something,
Shit, nothing to lose.
you know. But I'll do this, yeah. Well, if you do this, we'll set you up where you don't have to work.
And they just do these things, bring this shit out to confuse you niggas, to
Having Jake mad at Bill Cosby.
distract you. Same thing with the R. Kelly shit.
It's a diversion tactic.
Yeah.
Because while they got Jake as the face of what's going on,
Yep.
there's a lot of Edomites, execs and music execs, directors,
They trial could be going. They trial could be literally going on
CEOs.
in the next fucking courthouse, where
Yeah,
they all
actors.
concentrated on R. Kelly and what's the other nigga, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, they covered up what's her name? Jazine Maxwell,
Yeah.
whatever her name is. With what's the little fucking kid, man? Fucking kid, the came to, huh?
actor.
No, the kid, the fucking.
Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, they covered up with the Kyle Rittenhouse shit.
Shit, that
Like,
got
that was-
way more coverage than
way
the
more coverage than her.
Ghislaine Maxwell trial.
Some reality TV going on out
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
man.
Why didn't they go after the people that was in that damn
on the
law
list.
book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All them celebrities that was on there.
Yep.
What was it?
Fucking Trump was on that motherfucker.
Yep. A bunch of people was on there. All your favorite people in the media spotlight was on that fucking list, man.
I thought she was gonna start singing like a bird.
I was hoping she was going.
I was hoping all them names
Like,
was gonna come.
I was hoping she was going to Nino Brown.
Yeah.
If I go down, a whole lot of people going down with me.
This bigger than Nino Brown.
Right. Yep.
Bigger than Jeff Epstein.
And it's funny because first thing when they pull Epstein off, this motherfucker kill himself.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. How he get tools? All these niggas that did some shit
He was on suicide
Torture.
watch in the prison.
and killed himself. You had one job to do to make sure this motherfucker don't kill himself, and he ended up killing himself. Get the hell out of here. You supposed to believe that?
He probably in his island right now,
Yeah,
man.
with
Another
surrounded by
Surrounded by babies and shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
They're just
Doing what he
actors,
do.
bro. They're just be acting. Esau's just the actor,
Yeah,
bro.
he saw just putting on a show, man.
They swapped them out on that gurney.
Yeah, that wasn't him.
That was
bro.
a double that was on that gurney.
That was probably a fucking.
But they bring in Hollywood special effects people to do
That's
these
what I'm
things,
saying.
bro. To create real looking humans of yourself in a coffin. That ain't nothing to Esau. He's the master illusionist, man.
Yeah, this is the same nigga that went to the extent of saying they landed on the moon. And live streamed
Hey,
it.
Buzz Aldrin.
Isaiah 47.
And I gotta say this real quick about that
Live
moon
stream that
landing.
shit in what,
Buzz
1965?
Aldrin, y'all know who Buzz Aldrin is?
Go ahead.
The motherfucker is supposed to be one of the ones that landed on the moon. He
Yeah.
said no, he didn't.
Got
He
it.
literally said no, he didn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just watched the clip.
Didn't they tell you that they filmed the footage at Area
He
51?
said the shit, bro.
Bro.
They filmed the shit out here in Nevada.
Yeah.
Flag
Man.
and that
At nighttime.
Flag had wind
Yep.
and shit.
Yeah. Bro, they live streamed in 1960s,
shadows.
bro.
A live stream. Thank you.
Our live streams get cut off, bro. Fuck.
In 2022.
They said that like they put the TVs in the classrooms
Psalms
and
1,
shit.
Psalms
when that
144 and 11.
when that
You
shit
called
happened.
2 different scriptures just now?
Yeah, I called for Isaiah 47.
I got both.
Still
Them
want that,
with the
right?
enchantments. Get the one in Psalms
44.
44 and 11. Yeah.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 144 and 11. It says, rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood.
Vanity pretty much means emptiness. Okay, things of no substance. Okay, go ahead and read that for him again.
It says, rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood.
Their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. Meaning, you know, their main power and their strength lies within their ability to deceive, man.
Yep.
They just, it says, going back to, and I said it earlier in Revelation, the 20th chapter, this beast was going to come out of the bottomless pit and deceive the nations, deceive the whole world, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Iconoclasm.
Yeah.
You know, changing certain history
changed,
books.
changed everything.
Everything.
That's why everything is turned upside down, man.
And we're going up against a dragon-like beast. You know? We're going up against a dragon.
Literally.
I gotta preach.
That motherfucker, he's a professional liar, man.
Yeah.
He's professional. That anytime you cut on the mainstream news, just know they lying to you, like right there. Whatever reporter, you know, whatever. It don't matter what time of the day they have somebody reporting to you. You know, coming in at channel, you know, with such and such at 9 o'clock. He's finna come in and lie to you. And then the chick that come on after him, she finna lie to you. They all reading from the same fucking teleprompter.
God, there's been videos where people like put all these different broadcasting
Compilations.
clips. And they're all saying the same thing.
Same exact shit, man. It's all the same devil's lies, man. You know, that's why I was going to have you read Isaiah 47. Stand now with thine enchantments, man.
You want me to get the point? That what you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Isaiah 47 and 12. It says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
That's all it is.
Yep.
This is all the left hand doing, man. You know, they put in overtime with the left hand.
Devil don't sleep.
He don't sleep. He don't take lunch breaks.
He ain't taking no
he don't take
holidays,
coffee
none of that
breaks.
shit.
You know, he don't take cigarette breaks. He don't do none of that, man. He don't take vacations. All he does is lie. That's all he's. Hey, when the Lord told Satan from whence you come, he said, man, I'm just going to and fro on the earth. That's all I do. I'm just down there, just whatever you need me to do. I'm here to tear shit up.
Yep.
I'm here to lie to people,
Yep. Deceive.
cause people to be deceived and
Yep.
kill each other. That's all he. So
Cause
that's all he can do.
confusion.
You know.
Plant the seed of doubt. That's all the devil do. He'd be
So
like,
wicked.
yeah, so guess what? The sun is yellow. And he'll say, or is it? Like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit he do. Just planting the seed of doubt. It don't look right when you look at it with the sunglasses. He say shit just to confuse you. Now you don't know what to think.
Or have a
But
book
we're
out.
out here to sift through all the bullshit of all these lies and show you the direct truth that who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahushua, is gonna return, and he's gonna allow this devil to fuck you up, man, for
Yep.
believing in his lies. And then those that believe it but don't believe in Yahushua, also he gonna fuck you up himself, man. He gonna allow all these people to get jacked up. Only the elect is gonna escape, man. The other people, they got work to do. They can't go right now. They got work to do. They gotta be the first crop to get to work, man. Okay? So we're here to clear up all the misconceptions and all of this. We've been up here showing you all the shit that this devil's doing and how he's deceiving you. But what is it gonna take for you to wake the hell up, man? What is it gonna take for you to say, you know what? I need to make changes so I can escape this shit. Because this is what all of us have done. All of us out here said, you know what? I gotta do something different in life.
Hey, this devil, he's making his bed so fucking enlarged because he want all of you to be buried in that same bed with him.
Yep.
You know,
He's great.
he's
That
making
pit
that
that
grave.
he's digging.
He's digging it great enough so you can be
Yeah.
thrown in there with him.
Misery love company, they say.
You know, you don't want to be nowhere near this devil, man. You don't want to follow what this devil got in stores for him, man.
Was somebody holding something
I
else
got
right now? Could you still bring out that Micah? We'll get a chance, but let the brother hit his. But then
You finished that in 12?
No.
No, just so let's
Yeah.
get those, and then at
Finish
the end of
that.
that, we'll pull back to that.
Right. It says, Isaiah 47:12, it says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. It's so,
We didn't get to read Psalm 58, where it says, as soon as he be born, he's speaking
They're
lies.
estranged from the womb.
He's estranged
So as
from the
they
womb.
be born speaking lies.
That's right. Meaning, from his youth, from a baby, from the womb, motherfucker already lying, man. Mastering lies. I had a clip on my page. It's funny, it got a lot of views on it.
The little girl.
The little girl.
yeah.
Who ate the cookies? It was a black man. This motherfucker ain't but 3 years old.
They probably ain't no black people in your neighborhood.
You ain't no blacks around here around your cookies.
I'm joking.
The fuck, man? But that shows you just how these people are. That's just a natural reaction to shit.
That shows you the difference between the spirit too.
Yep.
They have that natural spirit to lie and deceive and just be wicked.
Undermine you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, they love to undermine our people. You know, they feel good about it. It's a power trip into them, you know?
Yeah, he get off on the fact that you believe his bullshit. You
They
love that.
reward you if you believe it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Okay, it says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
Yep.
And I can continue reading a little bit more. You want me to? Verse 13. It says, thou art weary in the multitude of thy
I mean,
counsels.
that's good too.
I'll
Because
continue.
what it's going into is how this devil, he's using everything in his arsenal on the left hand side, man. Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, man.
Yep.
This devil, he's going up a notch, and it's not just on some carnal, you know, like he can easily resort to a sword because that's his blessing. But we're a spiritual people, so why not attack them on a spiritual level?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, we finna conjure up spirits against you.
That's what he said.
You know,
Open portals.
we gonna open up portals. We got
For
CERN,
demons. Yeah.
where we can open up a portal to spirits, man. Left hand spirits that he prays to, man. This is where he wants to go with it, man. This is that's why the scriptures say the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, man. You know, he's gonna come with his enchantments, his charms, his spells. It says
Right.
even he who's coming is after the working of Satan,
That's right.
with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Okay? It says in Daniel that craft will prosper in his hand, and through peace shall destroy many. You know? That's why the Lord's gonna have that covering around us, man, and that protection. As it says they're gonna come with power that they will even try to deceive the very elect. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. See?
God.
A lot of Jake that don't have that covering, you can see that they're being bamboozled, man.
Yeah.
They're under this devil's spell.
They've been bewitched.
They've been bewitched, man.
And what is our job out here to do? To clear up the confusion that he's put over.
To wake them up.
And
wake
what we're
you
doing
up.
is a miracle.
Yeah.
Because if after going through all these indoctrinations and enchantments of this devil, and
You
we're
come
able to
out of
speak
that?
this word to you, and you come out of that, that's power, man.
This
Yeah.
word has power,
This
bro.
word is
It's
spiritual
living.
power, man.
Yeah.
Where we get our power from? We just look up God.
You know,
That's it.
This word will put breath in you. You know? So now you're living. You know? This word
it's a
has a lot of
protection
power.
from that delusional state that the world is in, man.
real.
Because they're given to strong delusion that they should believe in a lie, man.
Their eyes is
I was
closed.
going.
Watch how it really get when more people get when they start to get into that whole trend of partaking in the virtual reality, the virtual world.
Metaverse,
Everybody putting on those headsets.
VRs.
It's gonna get stupid out here, man.
Imagine what people are gonna begin to do to each other.
Yeah,
Take off that. And even
people gonna
God.
start to lose their own humanity over this shit, man. These people gonna have no choice but to be quick,
God knows.
you know. You in a whole you just in a whole nother, in your mind, you in a whole nother universe.
Think about the
While he has you in that state, while he taking everything from you. You ain't even paying attention to what this devil is doing to you.
Check
man.
if you do.
He's altering your mindset. He's altering your DNA, your body.
Yep.
He's taking your health from you. He's taking away your rights. But you stuck in a metaverse.
Yep.
You don't even
ain't
get to
that
see
bad.
what he's doing to you in your world, man. These people are that gone, man. Strong delusion. But that's why the scriptures say we're not in darkness, man. Let us not sleep as do others. These people are gone, man.
And they want that alternate world.
Con.
The 2/3.
They're begging for it.
They need it.
They love to
Because
slumber.
this ain't looking good on the reality ain't looking good.
Con.
So they want to
They
go
want to
somewhere.
escape from it.
They want I was just
They want
gonna
to
say
escape
it.
from a reality.
There you go.
You know?
Yep. That's why they're legalizing drugs. That's why they're okaying whatever fantasies that you want to do. You can go do them.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, Con, we're actually coming in, turning on the light, waking you up. Hey, the house is on fire.
Yeah.
We got to get out. But you're like, nah, turn it off, man. I want to go back to sleep.
I want to finish this dream.
You get what I'm saying?
It's warm in here.
I want to finish having this dream, man. It's good. Don't wait. You don't want to be woken out of that dream. You want to still be in the matrix, man. You still want to be in the matrix.
Man.
We simply trying to. Hey, there's a scripture on that what talks about pulling them out of the fire.
Yeah.
Jude was at 1:19. Garment, garment spotted by the flesh.
This is
We're trying to pull you out of the fire, man. I was too busy listening to Martin Luther King, and he finally said before he got a bullet put in his neck, he said, "I believe I'll drag my people, I led my people to a burning house." I thought he was liberating you. No, he was delivering you to death.
They never bring that quote up though.
Huh? He was telling you he had a dream. So y'all stuck with that dream. Jude 1:19.
No, it's higher up.
Hey, and
It's 20,
to believe a dream, you got to be asleep, man.
Yeah, 23.
Yep.
You got to be asleep to believe in this dream.
Yep. And our job is to wake you up. This is Jude chapter 1, of course, verse 23. It says, "And others say with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh."
Hey, it says saving with fear.
Yep.
Because we know that the Lord is dreadful, man.
It's
You know, the Lord got so much like you have no idea, man.
Second.
You know? The Lord's gonna really turn up on his judgments. And people still stuck. People still think everything is a joke. You know?
We're living in that whole YOLO spirit, thinking that shit had never happened. Like I said before, like we ain't living in the times of the end.
Yeah.
These are the latter times where it says knowledge shall be increased. And knowledge is being increased. You know, you can see the things that we're saying, things that we're prophesying about. You can see them literally happening. You can see the pestilence. You can see the food shortages, the famine. The food shortage is a real thing. You see, they've been putting it on regular mainstream news about food shortages, and you niggas is still asleep. You niggas still think, well, I can, as long as I can go get me some a couple noodles or some ramen, I'm straight.
If I could just order McDonald's.
But yeah, if I could just Uber Eats or whatever you niggas get. You think that's living? That's food. It's going to come a time when none of that is going to be accessible. You know, and the food that you do get is going to be rationed out, probably in a box or something from the government. Like, oh, here's a box of food for the next month.
And that's when you got the corona.
Yeah.
Because you just need enough to be alive, to be in the metaverse. You don't need energy to go physically do nothing. And Elon Musk just said, we're pretty much at the point where we don't need humans to do physical labor anymore. Robots do it a lot better.
We enter into
more
what?
efficient.
We enter into that fourth industrial
robots. The AI.
They got a restaurant out here where they got a robot that's a damn waitress.
Even in the church. While you are playing comfortable, a robot in iron. I'm not getting in the plane.
Tall boy can't hear
Look what they're doing now.
If I can, let me read that same verse in the NLT translation. Jude 1 and 23. Rescue others by snatching them from the flames of judgment. Show mercy show mercy to others, but do so with great caution, hating the sins that contaminate their lives. We're trying to snatch you from the flames of judgment by trying to give you warning, man.
Y'all seen the water boy?
Oh yeah.
You're living in the end.
The coffee double wide.
Go back and get us in trouble.
You're right, but he's right though.
He put tariffs on them, $140 billion a year. You know what?
But it's
Putin out of Russia, what you do now? 10 times more army and military we got. He's going to invade Ukraine. In Europe, we got 9 different allies. They're going to go with force.
He knows
when they start fighting,
That's the
we're going to start fighting. China's in it out. It's a nuclear war. They call it a Cold War.
Bro,
Trying to notice, homie. Hey, fallout, radiation. Go all over the world, kill everybody. Poison their water, all fish. That's it. I show you the Bible. Sickness.
The children of this world in this generation are wiser than the children of light, man.
Oh boy, boss man. Sickness, corruption, and sin on this earth. And in the Bible, as it's 22, he said in the last days we're living now. Sickness and diseases, and corruption, sin was spread all over the earth. Look at the corona. Look at that. There's no cure for it yet. Schools are closed. Hospitals are full. What else? Did you hear about the tsunami today? Volcano making the waves that could go 15 inches high. Look at that. Volcanoes, tornadoes, earthquakes, typhoons we're having. That's a global warming. God created all that. He created every bit of that, didn't he?
God, bro.
Wrong.
Hey,
I know it, homie. I'm studying.
man created climate change, though. That's
Well,
Yeah.
that was already.
But they still got
Hey, yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
both
wait.
sides still making it happen.
Okay, boss
So
man.
is judgment.
Boss man, can I say something before we go?
Go ahead.
Do you believe, and you, all of us, that we was in our mother's womb? When we come out and took our precious air that God had your life, been out from every second to minute a day. I don't want to know what I die. He's got our days and our times numbered. More. You can come like a bolt of lightning in the night. Fall over the night, though you're not in your sleep, he can call you 1,000 different ways. I can preach it for 2 hours, I love it. But that's what's happening now, boss. It's come to the day where they got nuclear bombs. And we put tariffs against North Korea, Iran, Russia. Iran, in the last 2 days, busted all 3 of them. You know who got us in trouble? Run this country? Donald Trump. We're costing Russia $140 billion a year. China, 180. And they own 40% of them. You know what the country's turning into be? A swap boat going in. You know what it's turning into be? It's turning to be a communist country. China owns us in 15, 20 years. They own 40% of us now.
Yeah.
And you know how many trillions of dollars we owe China right now? 31 trillion. It takes 1,000 billion to make a trillion. Look what we own them. Buying everything up now, homie. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
And we're living in the end times, the last days. It's in the Bible there.
Yeah.
I read 3 scriptures a day and I pray. You think if I'd be 73, God wouldn't have brought me this far? It was God. I was a winning. I live it. Anywhere I'm ever at, any city town I get to the church house. He's the one that's leading us, guiding us, directing us, give you every breath you take, every hair on your head.
All right. You got enough time, man. You got yours in.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, homie.
And the only reason why I didn't stop him because he was saying a lot of
say
facts.
nothing wrong, bro.
He was saying a lot of facts.
Yeah,
You gotta kind
I'm
of
right about
let
all
Esau come out with it, man. They be knowing some
when
shit
you,
too, man.
before
He's
you
right,
do nothing,
you know.
You know, when
It
you
could
go
happen
a
any
little
day
bit,
now.
Come back.
He waited all his life for that moment, bro.
You don't have to box.
You know what I'm saying?
That's for real, man.
You say you dropped the mic, bro.
Drop the mic after
Drop the
that.
mic after that.
But the example of that is how lost are our people? No way, man. Jesus is real. America's about to come back. This is Jake talking like that. I don't sound like Edomite, but Jake talking like that. With that same mentality, because they didn't drink the juice and drank the Kool-Aid, man.
Yeah.
Fully lost in that asleep in this dream. So what are we trying to do? We're back. We're here to We here to wake you the hell up, man, so you can see the actuality of the
We're
times and the
woke up.
prophecies.
Look at all these hundreds of thousands passed off us. They woke
Hold
up.
on, hold on.
We
Right.
realize, homie. Don't we, Will?
All right now. But we trying to wake our people up, man. And our people don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. They enjoy this state of sleep and of slavery, man.
And they think it, and they enjoy it because they been taught to think that it's comfort.
Yeah.
They think it's comfortable living in check to check. You know, don't know when you're gonna, you don't know if you can pay your bills. They've become accustomed to living this way, thinking it's comfort when really it's hell.
Right.
You know, and they it's like they sleeping in a Tempur-Pedic bed to sleep, but you got shit, but you got shit all around.
Bro, it's like
You got a fucked up house and shit.
our people are stuck in a hamster wheel.
Yep.
Just
Thinking they just feel like they getting somewhere
Going
and
in
they
circles,
nowhere.
bro.
Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're just hamsters going in circles.
You got some?
I saw because he had mentioned how they're going to try to invade Ukraine.
Yeah.
This came up. It says headed to disaster. U.S. Russia hardened stances in
We're
talks.
talking about Russia.
And it says the failure of last week's high-stakes diplomatic meetings to resolve escalating tensions over Ukraine has put Russia, the United States, and its European allies in uncharted post-Cold War territory. And he mentioned that.
Yep.
And it says posing significant challenges for the main players to avoid an outright and potentially disastrous confrontation.
It's the Antichrist.
So basically, the tensions over there only worsen. It's not getting any better. They try to pretty much put everything out on the table about this. Like, we're trying to move forward with this, but how we gonna do this? Because you're not compromising and we not compromising.
These are sanctions. They don't really hold no weight no more like they once did.
Right.
Because people have other ways to get, goods and things. They can go through China.
Esau has, Russia has a lot of allies. Powerful allies.
Good, doing good business.
So the sanctions don't mean shit anymore. Like, throw some sanctions on them. That don't mean shit. Like, okay, we'll get it from somewhere else. We'll have to pay a little bit more, but hey, oh well.
Can I bring out the prophecy on Russia, Ukraine, Pakistan? Ezekiel 38 and 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against it. So if you look up an ancient map, Google the ancient map of the land of Gog and Magog, Meshach and Tubal, you'll see that the land is where Russia's at of today. Yep. And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I'm against thee, O Gog, and the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth.
And when you put hooks in somebody's jaws, you control them. So what is Russia trying to do? The Most High is putting the hooks into Russia to make them control what the opposing end of the Western world, of NATO and America particularly. And so what is he going to do with that? He's going to make Russia be allies with all those surrounding countries that are all going to raise up and oppose the beast.
And the war.
Turning it back into the old Soviet Union.
There you go.
That was disbanded in 1991? Yep. That's why you got, going in Ukraine, Kazakhstan, they took Crimea a couple of years ago. So that's the Lord turning the hooks back.
Can I let back up? Because that's the big controversy over the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Because it allows Russia to enter into that gas petroleum market, because it's direct access into Europe. Because America,
I think it's to Germany.
To Germany. Because America, one thing that's been happening a lot recently is they basically increased their gas and petroleum production, I believe, by 20%. Basically, it's a lot.
Fifth.
Exactly.
Right. And if you study with Kazakhstan that they're actually trying to invade right now by using those. They're trying to say that they were protesters, but these were actually mercenaries that they actually set up and funded and trained them.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're trying to, you know, stage a coup to try to overthrow the Kazakhstan government so that they can take it, because they actually is the greatest, they're the world's biggest producing, what was it? Uranium.
Yeah.
They're the world's producer, world's greatest producers in uranium. So that's why they're trying to take it.
Yeah.
And they need uranium to create the nukes.
That's the controversy over that treaty that America and Iran was in. It was over the production of uranium-235. As long as it was kept under a specific limit, you weren't seen as a nuclear threat.
And another thing is military positioning over there in Kazakhstan and Ukraine, so America can build military bases and put their missiles right there. Yeah.
Now let me say something, Salaki, right before you get back to that. And the importance to you niggas that think this don't affect you, right? It's because once the USSR forms back together, they're gonna lob nuclear over here and destroy this place. And like the brother said, you don't have underground bunkers. You don't have nuclear fallout protection. It's gonna destroy you. While the elite is gonna go off to another land and fly into space and dig down in these bunkers, it's gonna destroy you. Okay? But you have the opportunity to escape it through the word that we're talking about. All right? Y'all got it.
Verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army of horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
Now those horses and horsemen, that's military equipment. That's choppers, that's jets, that's tanks, that's aircraft carriers. That's all these different missile systems and defense systems that they're gonna fight this Third World War with.
Yeah, land, sea, and air.
Land, sea, air, all of it.
And space.
Yeah, they got
space.
it was an article came out showing how they had Russia has this it's like a diesel submarine.
Oh yeah.
And they had it circling a U.S. Navy carrier
Undetected.
undetected.
Yes.
They didn't even know that the Russian submarine was just swimming around they shit, man.
The same thing happened, I believe it was like a year or two ago, when they was off the coast of California.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All of them handling swords, which is the modern day gun projectile. Missiles. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. All of them handling, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar.
And the shield and helmet represents the money and the strength of preparedness for war. I mean, we have enough money to really be in a serious fight. Because think, if you didn't have no armor, you might have had a sword, right? But the next man got armor and a horse, you done. He got advantage. Well, they all have that same power now, and that's what
that military sophistication to defend themselves
against a major power like now. That's why I said in Joel, let the weak now say that I am strong. You got it, bro.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar and the north quarters. I believe that's like around Turkey.
Gomer, right?
And all his bands and many people with him.
All those countries listed, they all happen to be Islamic countries, and they have one thing in common: they hate the Israeli state. So Russia takes advantage of that. He knows that they don't like Israel.
He's gonna do what he wants.
So he's
gonna
what
make
does
it great.
Russia do? Well, I'm gonna actually play
He's gonna
chess.
send the Cold War
I'm
on
gonna build relations with all those nations.
because he's gonna take all over Europe and we're gonna
Because
fight him for that. Sorry.
This won't allow the Western Edomite to take posture over here on this side of the world.
You're in church, man.
Because we're a rising superpower. So we can't give them that leverage. So why not have relations with some of these Islamic countries
Joe Biden
that we can actually do deals with and actually protect them, so that we can do business over here and keep our economy moving. You know, we can sell our weapons and arms in petroleum or whatever else.
Offer protection.
Missile defense system.
Yeah.
S-300s, S-400s.
Because to be a small country, to be allied unto Russia, that's, hey, they feel like, okay, we got backup.
We got
They take over Ukraine.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
got, we got all of our allies.
We got backup. We're not we can't just, we're not just gonna be bullied by America
We're gonna be on the
and our enemies, you know?
Ask Syria.
Kind.
They had a hard time with the Syrian regime.
Real.
They tried to stage that was it a chemical attack years ago when Trump was still in
They
office.
killed they put it on their own people.
Yeah,
They tried to
kind.
blame it on their own people.
Yeah.
And Russia
Yeah.
supplied them with those defense because I think it was a couple EU countries, NATO countries. They did drone strikes on them. Turned out only a couple hit, but all the ones that they were sending down, they was intercepting them.
Yeah.
Thanks to Russia.
Yep. And many people with thee, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, and thou, it's like thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
There it is.
Said it.
Be a guard unto them, you know?
A bodyguard.
Protect your interests.
Kind.
Hey, that's what America has done for so long. They have military bases all over the world, and when shit pop off, they over there to try to protect their financial interests they have in these countries.
Kind. This is the same thing with all the tariffs. You know, because what, it limits the other countries from actually gaining economically.
Yeah.
You know, same with the oil. America's like, oh well, if you want oil, you gotta come through us.
Yeah.
Cause well, yeah, it may be cheaper for you to go right across to the neighboring country, across that water, but this is about my money. It's about my dollar.
The thing about it is America's been in power so much and they have that military influence. It's just like if they got to deal with somebody, our deal is good as long as you don't fuck with them. And those deals that they've been making, they're really not any good anymore because America's showing that they break deals all the time. So why would these these countries want to make deals with America when they're not good on their word? So they're making deals with Russia, Iran, China.
When your deal go bad, who do you go to? You go to your competition.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it basically is. Now they're going to the competition, America's competition, which is China, Russia, so on and so forth. That to get what you need, but they doing bad deals with you. But now your allies or their competition is doing good deals. What they're gonna make you do?
But they're making good on their deals also. They're not breaking their deals. They're not, trying to backstab you or making backhand deals. They're like, okay, they're coming through.
Yeah.
I think it was Russia had a pipeline going from, which is Germany, right?
Yeah.
But I think
it was gonna go through the what's that sea where the Baltic states are?
Baltic.
But then it was Israel who wanted it.
Baltic Islands. They got something like that where they
I think it goes through one of those seas, so it goes underground into the sea.
Yeah, kind of.
And then it goes straight into Germany.
But Israel, I think they wanted to get the deal or something where they would supply Europe. That's where the conflict came, because
You have to.
but yeah.
There was also two other pipelines. One that starts in Qatar, and it goes through Iraq into Syria, into Europe.
Yeah.
But then there was one that goes from it goes through Iran the other way, and then it goes up through Syria, and it crosses paths with that same pipeline to go up into Europe, Turkey.
Yeah.
So they've been fighting over the conflict of interest dealing with the pipelines.
Yeah.
And I remember Europe was more like, well, it's easier and more cost effective to get it from Russia.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about going with them, and Esau, of course, Amalek didn't they didn't want that.
Yeah.
They wanted, even though it was a better deal.
Yeah.
So these other countries are looking for the best deal for them, not for America or Esau's interests.
If you can,
China, that's
give
what
me,
China's talking about too.
Give me in Genesis 27 when Isaac blessed Esau.
The fatness of the earth.
We got to go into that.
Yeah.
Because Esau is going for basically what was given to him
Through the blessing.
through the blessing.
Yeah.
Basically, this devil, he earth's resources. based on that blessing, man.
I got it.
You can get that from-
Genesis 27, and I'll start at 38. And Esau said unto his father.
Somebody go to that same precept, like when you go to it, where it talks when it says fatness of the earth. Somebody look up that word fatness.
And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Yeah, so you gonna basically the world's gonna be given to you at some point. You're gonna have all the earth's resources, and you also gonna live by that sword. So you're gonna have an unstoppable force, military. You're gonna master the use of the sword. You're gonna have all type of artillery. You know.
He calls it manifest destiny.
So he's just entitled to this blessing. So if you're getting away with that, he's gonna be forced to use his blessing. That's what these wars has been about. I'm going to war with you because you sitting on something that I feel belong to me. You know, that's just how it's always been.
And they make up laws to try to justify and cause false flag attacks to justify them.
They give you the wrong reason for why
they lie to their people that they rule over, in order for those people to be like, yeah, let's go to war. I'll sign up. Sign me up.
They did that for World War II.
And these dumbass veterans over here talking about, hey, I'll serve my country. Like it's an honor to fight
for evil,
for the devil. He's using you as
pawn,
as a pawn,
literally,
just so that he can continue to fatten his pockets. That's all he's using you for.
Who was that said? Damn, it was like one of those city council meetings or one of them council meetings when he was like, won't you send, was it somebody talking to Biden? He was like, won't you send your sons over there to die? Instead of sending our kids, send won't you politicians send y'all kids over there and let them die for y'all bullshit that y'all going back and forth about.
And they tried to sweeten.
Plus, if you a king, kings was always on the front line.
King David.
King David, was right there in the field, man.
In the thick of it.
In the thick of it.
You remember the movie Gladiator?
Yeah.
Marcus Aurelius was on the front.
He was on the front. Yeah.
He was at the battle. He wasn't on the front line.
Right. But he was.
And his son shows up. Father, have I missed the battle?
Yeah.
You missed the war. I've been out here.
Right.
I'm fucking old ass man been out here. Well, I will sacrifice 100 bulls to honor, save the bulls, honor Maximus. This the motherfucker that's really been on the front line. Well, that's the real truth about this situation. He don't want to be on the front line. He want to send you to the front line.
Now they're trying to sweeten the pot. I want to say they're trying to get $50,000 to people enlisted in the military now. Try to get people, they got to give them. They got to do something because people not fucking with the military right now. They're not trying to go fight for this country.
And the generation of the soldiers that they want to go, they don't want to go because their parents are actually watching the news, showing that world war is in the news, is in current events.
That's why he's gonna force a draft.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody.
Somebody found that word.
I went in the blue letter.
Yeah. The word should be shaman. Is that what it says? Shaman. So y'all know what that word means.
It says fatness, fat piece, fertile place, richly prepared food. It says fatness, fat piece, oil, olive oil.
Fat.
Oil, pipelines, oil, petroleum, basically resources, man. He wants to control all these markets
that where he can monopolize and capitalize off the distribution of these resources, man. That's what it boils down
So
to.
let's go back
That's why he's
to
so.
the history of Nikola Tesla. You know why they killed this guy?
Yeah,
Because he was gonna make energy free, and he couldn't Thomas Edison and his company couldn't benefit off of getting charged people for it.
That was like his little rival.
Yeah.
Because he was
on that oil. Genesis 17 and 20. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and will make him a great nation. So, if you watch this movie called The Falcon, back in the 30s and 20s, some around that time, Esau went into the Middle East, and basically it was oil all in the Middle East. So he's paying. So Esau wanted them on, so he's paying, Ishmael off. That's how you got the Saudi princes. That's worth billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
That's come from Genesis.
That's why
17.
Dubai is such a big place with all the money they got.
Hey, man, that's prophecy.
Yeah.
That's prophecy that's played out.
They're in that kingly or princely position because of the wealth of the oil that they have over there.
Paying them FRNs.
Right.
They that's why Esau's at odds with Venezuela, because they have all that oil down there.
OPEC, one of the OPEC countries.
Yeah.
You look it up. As member countries are part of the OPEC organization. Kuwait is one of them. Saudi Arabia is one of them.
Iraq one of them?
Iraq is one of them.
And all countries that...
All those Ishmaelite dwarf countries.
What do they call it? Emirates?
United Emirates.
Iran is there.
And who's been at odds with them the past 30 years or more? Esau, America. He's a covetous man.
And this
He never keep
the
that
state of Israel.
He's a horse leech.
The Israelis, those fake Jews.
That's why Habakkuk, the second chapter, it goes into this devil, man. How he has this insatiable desire to just, he wants everything to himself. So bad that he even put himself in the debt trying to get it. And all the nations can see what this devil is trying to do. That's why they're starting to, there's pushback now. They basically like, we got to defend ourselves from this devil. He's greedy, man. He gonna leave us with nothing.
You damn near got control of all the Middle East, but you want more.
Yeah.
This nigga want to go to space. He want to say he want to get resources on the space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Habakkuk addresses this, man. He has an evil covetousness. Yeah, you can
Let me start
at
up.
He said evil covetousness, because you can covet like knowledge and righteous things, but he has an evil covetousness where he wants more than he can have. He wants, he got the damn near the whole world, but he wants more.
Yep. So he got more than his heart could desire.
Yeah.
He wants even more. I'm gonna start up at I'm gonna start at 2 just to show that it's a prophecy of this coming out now. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. This is for you, Jakes, to understand why we're bringing this out, so you can prepare yourself for the things that we're talking about. We're really going into World War III, which is the second death. Okay, it's gonna initiate the second death.
Into the second death.
Right, which a lot of Jake is gonna, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, a lot of you gonna partake in that second death. Okay, it said, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Excuse me. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, them lies, his philosophy of lies, that the philosophy that's built upon lies, right? We've been talking about. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, right? Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's exactly what we've been talking about. Yep.
He want everybody to come together, but up under his rule.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all it's about.
He got to be the boss.
Yeah.
We talk about never keep it at home. Why the fuck you in Ukraine, man? Why you way the fuck over there in Kazakhstan? Because you want the uranium. Why? Because you afraid that if they get it, they going to bomb your lying ass.
That's it.
You know? Because what they may do to you with it. Right?
Hey, that part where it says neither keep it at home.
Yep.
I looked it up in the blue letter in the Hebrew. The word is nawah. And when you jump down to the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, this is what it says. It says, he is a proud man and does not rest, but seeks disturbances and wars.
So here you go.
Is that not what he
shit started, man?
Instigating all the time.
Yeah. And that's why it keeps popping off over there, man.
Yep.
Disturbances and wars. That's where you see all these proxies.
Yep.
Yeah.
All these proxy wars being fought all over the Middle East. That's how you know that's the place where the Lord is gathering them for judgment, man. That's how you know that's the Valley of Jehoshaphat over there. All the tension is just brewing up over there.
Yeah.
You know, you over there in Kazakhstan because you want the uranium. You want to set your military bases over there. You know. And then they're trying to do the same thing with Ukraine, trying to get them to be admitted into NATO.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And then simultaneously, you still scheming and sneaking on trying to get Taiwan, trying to sneak to get Taiwan from up under the nose of China, man.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Your pops would say, that's their cousins. They gonna fight with them.
Come on, man.
That's like someone trying to take Hawaii from you. How are you gonna react?
Right.
Or take the Virgin Islands.
You know?
Yep.
Exactly. You're gonna take it as an act of aggression if they even park their navy next to you.
Yep.
So,
But you can do it though.
yeah.
And you gonna blame them.
And they got military bases all over the world.
Embassies.
I know y'all seen that video where he said the white man had the camera like he was in Kuwait or somewhere. I don't remember where he was at. They were in the Middle East. He was like, "Where you from?" The guy was like, "Where you from?" He said, "The USA." He goes, "Terrorists."
Yeah.
That's how the world views this place. They see the truth. He said, "No, we're not terrorists." He goes, "No, you terrorists." Talking about the white man, because you always doing some shit, causing trouble wherever the fuck you go.
Yep.
Why the fuck you over there? And that goes all into never keep it at home. No people starving, but you want to feed the world.
Right.
Fuck out of here, man.
Everyone in the world is looking on the outside, looking in,
Yep.
and can see the wickedness. And can see Esau for who he really is. In the minute of the Lord, the prophets can hear us living, but you Jakes, you still can't see it.
Can't see it.
You know, you
Stockholm.
gotta wake up and see that this place, this country, this system, this setup, this devil that's been ruling is not for you. You know.
Hey, finish that.
Yeah.
I got something I want to bring out.
Yeah, let me keep going because it go right into what we're saying, right? Verse 6, it says, let me read the list. It said, "But gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?" This ain't your shit, man. Why you want it? Covetous, right? That's what covet. That's the definition of covet, right? Increases that which is not his, want somebody else's. How long, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, shall they not write?
Thick clay goes into the deck. That's the Hebrew word bite. Means heavy deck.
Yeah, from the crawfish boy. Yeah, but from the crawfish boy, he said
120 trillion or some shit.
Yeah.
That word trillion didn't even exist like 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
You see how much paper FRNs, you can put it in the computer now.
Okay.
But you see how much, debt he's been accumulating.
30 trillion.
Especially the last 2 years. That's why this place is going to go in hyperinflation. These people ain't got it. These people is not going to know what's going on.
Hey, Jake see it at the grocery store, but they don't understand
They
it.
don't understand. It's going to get worse.
You want to go buy a brisket, it's fucking $175.
And think
For a
about it.
brisket.
Go to Costco and
It was
get
$50
a roast.
3 years ago. Yeah, a roast.
It's like over $100, man.
That's
Yeah.
this man putting everybody in debt.
The thing about the debt is, it's like if someone has a debt, they keep pay it off.
Yep.
I'm gonna pay off my debt. Esau has no plans, intent on ever paying that debt off. That's why he can just keep spending.
Like a nigga, bro.
Yeah.
What you call a great reset.
Yeah,
He'd rather just
he'll reset
burn
it.
it down. Hey, it's
I'm gonna clean everybody's slate.
Yep.
I'm gonna forgive you like the year of Jubilee.
Yep.
But you got to come on to this new system
That I completely control.
that I completely control.
Yep.
You know,
And but the thing about that is, you won't have a choice because the money was only going to be good in that new system.
Kind,
Yeah.
The
kind.
old money, you can't say, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna just deal with these U.S. dollars. Like, no, the U.S. dollar is through. You have no choice.
You know how bad certain people don't want to go into this new system? Like, I'm going to forfeit all my wealth.
Yeah.
All them Saudi money, they forfeit all of that if the world takes on to this new system.
Esau been using that debt to buy gold and silver too.
Kind.
They're using that FRN to buy.
They'll lose all their riches unless they cleave onto that new system. Onto that new system.
Yeah.
You know, which
Which they ain't going to let them get their same value for that.
which is controlled by that. It's going to be controlled by that corrupt.
He said you're gonna own nothing and be happy.
Yeah, that's really what he say. Verse 7, it said, they shall not rise up suddenly, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
in other words, these nations, they're privy to your track record.
Kind.
They know how much blood you done spilled all over the planet, man. So now they're rising back up at you. And the Lord is using the Russians. He's
Kind.
rebuilding them as in the time of old,
Yep.
stirring up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Kind.
And now they like, hey, we want to get with them.
Yep.
They can rival the great whore and the beast,
And also China.
and China as well.
Yep. And China, the funniest thing is China's playing both sides.
Yeah.
He said, hey, it's a free. How do you say it? I forgot how he said it. But he said we can't go ahead and make the best deal that's good for us. Why we gotta deal with you?
Yeah, because
We can make the best deal.
China's in a position where it could tell America, like, hey, you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
Yep.
Kind. Yeah.
I can do
We
business
want a lot
with
of your
whoever
debt.
I want.
Yep. I'll shoot nukes on your stupid
Artificial
ass.
sun up there.
Yeah, kind, bro.
But like you said,
You
they're
gotta
playing
what?
both sides of it by their opposition of America as far as military and positioning go, but they're also allies because they provide America with all these goods.
Yep.
So it's like it's kind of like it was in Revelations 18 where it says they're gonna weep because because of the money that they were making off this place. But at the same time, the Most High is gonna put the spirit on them, along with other countries, to destroy this place. So it's like, damn, okay, do we want to fuck up our money now? But hey,
But they're gonna be like, we ain't getting this shit back.
Yeah.
Man. Fuck it.
But they got ambition to take over the world too.
The scriptures say was that Proverbs 21, the heart of the king is in the hands of the Most High.
Yep.
And like the river of water,
He
the
turneth
rivers, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yep.
So the Lord's going to control their mind to do what they're going to do, even if they don't want to do it.
Yep.
You know, all these peace talks and all that, you know, let's come to some agreement. That sounds good, but the Lord wants a fight, man. Because he said it. If the Lord said it, that means, hey, that's it.
And then they just say another
The
day
Lord
of
mustered the
failed
host
talks.
of the battle.
Kind.
Yeah.
Another day of failed talks.
Yeah.
They're all fighting because they all want to be at the top of the summit. They want to be that top nation that rules the world.
They want to be up
You
next.
know, so that's part of the reason why all these nations are fighting each other, because they want to be at the top. You know, they want to be that summit.
If I can bring this out, this is from this is a Russian site. It's in the English, pravda.ru, and it says, you go to the top. It says Ukraine and U.S. back Russia into the corner, and then let me jump down. This is what they said. It says had Ukraine been more astute
And forward thinking, it would have realized that the West had no interest in the well-being of Ukrainians, but simply to use its geographical location to place Allied forces and weapons in Russia's front yard.
That's it.
In the event of a ground war, the U.S. strongly prefers to have tens of thousands of innocent Ukrainians die and their cities and infrastructure to be destroyed, rather than have the destruction of a single plus resort in America's backyard.
Yeah.
This is the tactic America has used whenever it has fomented uprisings and rebellions. And we look back into America's recent wars, we can see the path of death and destruction that created it. Korea, 3 million dead. Vietnam, 2 million dead. Iraq, 1 million dead. In Afghanistan, 176,000 dead. We do not even mention here the devastation and misery it has brought about in these American-made wars. Also, there has been fivefold that number and wounded and injured in addition to the destruction of their homelands and infrastructures. Wherever America goes, chaos, death, destruction, devastation, and misery are sure to follow.
I think I read that article too. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead. What's got it?
Micah 2 and 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
There it is. That's what the prophecies say, man.
And the brother read that, and you think about it, why America's all the way over here. So, and Russia's that close to Ukraine, why would they ally with them when their protection, they can't protect them. You know, they can say that they can protect them, but they right there, they could destroy Ukraine if they want. So it would be smart for Ukraine to just ally with Russia versus, because then they like these other countries over here that's allied, I mean, on the other side of the world that's allied with America. America's not going to protect you when shit really get shit the fan. You know, it's like, oh, I got a big brother in New York. He can't do shit for you right here if you getting your ass whooped.
My OG brother in jail.
Let's use it in nigga terms. A lot of niggas will understand. If your hood is beefing with another hood, there's somebody that lives in your rival hood, and that person seems to be useful for you because he's neutral. He doesn't want no problems with both sides.
Yeah.
So that person that's living in your rival neighborhood's territory, he's starting to do secret talks with the rival hood while he's living in your hood.
Yeah. Your next door neighbor.
Your next door neighbor who doesn't want to. I don't represent this neighborhood, and I don't have a problem with them. Now, what if they get in his ear and start saying, "Hey, the hell with them"?
Yeah.
And we'll supply you. We'll give you some weed. We'll give you a gun. And if you want some of the homegirls from the hood, you know what I'm saying? We'll let one of them, you know what I'm saying? You want to smash one of them, you know what I'm saying? And make a deal with them, and now all of a sudden, now we got somebody in their hood that can turn their house into, you know,
It's a trap.
into a trap.
Yeah. They can get the ops, you know.
Now we can know your whereabouts. We got somebody spying on y'all that's relaying messages back to us about what y'all OGs is doing and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
Where y'all at, where y'all kick it, all that
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Where your weed spots is at and everything, so we can go and rob it.
New whips that y'all just purchased so y'all can't slide on them.
Okay.
All that.
I hate to use a nigga analogy,
but it's the reality.
just breaking it down in those terms.
Because you
that's
have
exactly what Ukraine, if they're opening up to the West in Russia's front yard, that's basically what you're doing.
Now you're
That's
asking.
not wise at all.
You're asking for Russia to kick your ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, okay, y'all gonna join the NATO? We just gonna bomb you.
Yeah, I'm just
man.
gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
we
first
gonna,
thing I do.
like a nigga, hey, you shooting back to the ops, you giving our information back to the ops, and you live in our hood,
We got to run you up out of here.
you finna spray your whole crib up. You finna get you the hell up out of here.
You done.
You know?
Now you're a direct enemy of war, man.
Come on.
The brother used
You
the
done
quote
involved
earlier.
yourself in street
politics.
Yeah.
And the brother used to quote earlier, he said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And what was heavy about that last line, let me read it again, because it was in bold.
Yeah.
It says, wherever America goes, chaos, death, destruction, devastation, and misery are sure to follow.
Yeah.
That's heavy, man.
He listed all the countries that happened to: Korea, Vietnam.
Yep.
You know, where America went in there.
Turned it into a damn dystopia.
Claiming to be an aid and help, and it set their country and their people back, 10, 20, 40 years.
He always
and this is what they tried to do with Syria. This is what they tried to do with Venezuela.
Yeah. They blame the dictator that he's just this evil man that's trying to kill his own people. We need to save these people from this evil dictator.
And they try to set up a puppet leader, kind of like they did in Venezuela.
Maduro.
Yep, Maduro.
Yeah. If somebody can find that in Jeremiah, where it says, I think it's either in Jeremiah 50, I think it's in Jeremiah 50, and like 23 or 25, where it says, the hammer of the earth. Yeah. You got that? That's the spirit.
Let's go! Nah, anyway, I'm gonna read this right quick.
Can you hold it real quick?
Yeah, I'll hold it. You got it.
You can get it.
Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut us under and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
How has it become a desolation? And this is talking about the aftermath after the judgment of Babylon. Because in that same chapter, what does the prophecy say regarding the nations and what they're going to do towards Babylon? The counsel of the Lord is for them to shoot their arrows on
Spare
Babylon.
no arrow.
Spare no arrows, man. And it lists the Medes, which are the Russians, as that primal nation that's going to do it. The Lord's going to rise them up to the occasion to shoot those arrows on this place, man. So it says, how have the read that again, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. This is Jeremiah 50 and 23. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Hey, why does the prophecy refer to Babylon as the hammer of the earth? For the very reason that I just read in that article. Everywhere they go, there's nothing but just destruction, chaos, devastation.
What's that saying? If all you got is a hammer,
if all your problems,
if all you got is a hammer, all your problems
start to look like a nail.
Yeah.
Or something like that,
That's about right.
Yeah, man. And that's a wise saying, man.
Yeah.
To him that have the hammer, all of his problems are seen as nails.
Yeah.
You know? And then when you look in the definition, the word is patayash. And it says forge hammer. And then in the Chaldean lexicon it says hammer of the earth, i.e. devastator of the whole earth. Devastator. That's why it stuck out when I read the article. It said devastation. Everywhere he goes, devastation.
Oh, what's that dude?
Son of perdition. That's how you know who the wicked is, man.
Well, it said
John 8. The thief cometh not.
John 10.
John 10, constantly.
The thief cometh not to steal, kill, and destroy.
10:28, right?
Look, let me read this real quick, bro. This is J. Robert Oppenheimer, father of the atomic bomb. He said, now I have become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Yep. And there's footage of him saying that. And that was after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Because they were the ones that came up with the technology. Those German scientists. You know,
to split being able to split atoms and watch how it creates that implosion before the explosion. What made it more powerful. Now they've even multiplied that.
That was Abraham Esau, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was one of the scientists that came
So
up
they
with
split the nucleus,
that,
not just the
that
atom.
technology as well. Yeah, man. And a lot of Jake will be lost, man. They wouldn't know. That's why you got to understand prophecy.
Yeah.
We can't stress that enough, man. You got to be occupied with prophecy. Jake don't really know like where this is going.
Because that's why I said measure thou the time diligently. How do you measure the time diligently? Be occupied in prophecy and measuring where the prophecy is at. And we're measuring it. But hey, World War III's on the brink
be
because
watching.
blah, blah,
Constantly
blah,
watching.
blah, blah, blah. We see all
You
of
got to
these things
constantly
happen.
watch. That's why the Lord said, you know, the when's the signs of his coming, or where shall be the end of the world.
Yeah.
And he talked about how there was going to be wars and rumors of wars.
Right.
You know, wars and reports of war.
Nation shall rise against
Not
nation.
nation rising against nation and kingdom against kingdom, man. And we're seeing that.
We're at the beginning stages of that, where you see these nations, they really getting fed up. You know, they
Conducting all these drills.
like joint drills too. You got Russia and China doing joint military
Call it
drills.
war games.
So, you already see what time it is.
And you have a
They're
lot
practicing they're practicing cyber attacks on their infrastructures, man. They going a whole mile with it, man. You know?
Yeah, because if you could shut your enemy's whole electrical grid,
Grid.
you know, that's a big advantage.
And they can do that, and they can do that without using an EMP.
Yeah.
You know, so if you can do it
Send a
without
virus through the system.
yeah, easy.
Kill switch.
Yeah, man.
This don't go no more.
No,
That's good. You
I
was
was
reading
still on,
51, right?
That's it.
You got
Jeremiah
50.
Yeah.
20. Oh yeah, it's just the hammer of the whole earth. It says, verse 23. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yep.
How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?"
Ooh, hey, if somebody can get Isaiah 14 and the fourth chapter, the fourth verse.
Isaiah 14:4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how have the oppressor ceased?
Hey, how have that hammer of the earth got broken up? How have the oppressor ceased?
Where's that one? It's in that same chapter. Have he become as weak as we?
That's down like
That's further down.
Yeah.
6.
The golden city ceased.
Yep.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
But who? The Lord have broken it.
Yep. And the scepter of the rulers.
He crushed your wicked power, man. Broke your evil rule. This
Broke
shit
your
is
hammer.
Yeah, he broke it. He broke the hammer up, man. You know. Go ahead.
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled
wasn't that article saying that?
Yeah.
You all over the place, everywhere you go.
Causing chaos and destruction and devastation. Chaos. And we read that in Habakkuk 2. Neither keepeth at home, but seek what? Disturbances and war.
Y'all, I'm selling dollar candies, trying to get money for my rent if you guys are interested. God bless y'all.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
If I could read this in the NLT, it says, "You struck the people with endless blows of rage, and held the nations under your angry grip with unrelenting tyranny."
Wow. It sounds accurate. It sounds like a news article reading it like that.
Unrelenting tyranny, man. I'm holding all y'all hostage.
Yeah.
Your companies, your businesses, it's got to come up under our mandate.
You can't move and do nothing till I say so. Under our rules.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. You know. Oh, you gotta use our currency.
Yeah.
You gotta use the petrodollar.
Yeah. To buy oil.
To buy oil.
Yeah. That's what makes it so still valuable to a degree. Because it's the only currency that you can purchase oil in. But what we can see that Esau is going to crash his dollar because they have not mandates, but they have what do you call them? Like you can say a mandate to by this year they want to have all electric vehicles, right? Mm-hmm. So if everything's electric, what about the vehicles that take oil? I mean, petroleum gas. They're gonna be obsolete. Therefore, the dollar's going to be obsolete eventually. That's what they're preparing for. You know, that's what goes on to the big reset. But you know,
Yeah, man. I think that was it. Unless there was a little more on it. But if not, we can go back over to Jeremiah 50.
So,
Was that it?
it says Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware.
You weren't even aware. The Lord been setting this place up, man. And while you over here in your pride, you know, you think you're gonna rule the nations, you know, for the rest of eternity, and you're gonna Americanize everything.
that spirit of I can't be taken.
I can't be brought down. Like it says in Isaiah 47.
Yep.
I was thinking just
I sit as a widow.
The queen bee.
I should, what did he say? I shall
never.
I shall not suffer the loss of children.
It was something in the loss of children.
Widowhood.
Not be widowhood or see have the loss of children. Yeah. Y'all got it.
Back in verse 24, it says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou also art taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory.
Woe to him that strive against his maker.
Yeah,
Your arms are too what does that say?
Too short to box
Yeah,
out.
hands
Box the Most High.
too short to box the Most High.
and that's an old saying.
Yeah.
You know. But hey, how you know that this place is the ultimate striver against the Heavenly Father? Because ultimately, this is the place where, you know, all nations, you know, they all come to this place. You know, like it says in it talks about how the nations that were fornicated with her.
They're influenced.
They're all influenced up under her.
drink the wine.
They drink the wine of her fornication. They get totally bugged out off of, you know, that American Babylon juice, man. You can come over here and you can do as thou wilt. You can do what you want. You can be what you want to be. You know, you can worship whatever idol you want to worship. You know, it's a safe haven for you to do whatever whatever degeneracy you want to get into.
You could be a demon.
You could be a complete demon here, man. They swear in on in the court system. They swear in on the scriptures, and which the scriptures tell you not to do.
Yeah.
And then they do the complete opposite of what's contained in that same book.
Yeah.
It says, the earth is given in the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. And this place completely X'd out our Lord Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
You know, crucified.
This place is spiritually. This is like where the Tower of Babel is being built.
Yeah.
And they even erected like certain buildings that to emulate the old Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that, man.
Was it that one in New York?
I think it's in New York.
One
What?
the fucking where the towers were.
The new building. The new building.
I think so.
World Trade Center.
Yeah, One World Trade.
They're building an actual building that's to basically look like an imitation of the Tower of Babel. You know.
But it's fitting for the New World Order
For the
to
New
come
World
around
Order.
again.
And
That they'll be building that.
And when you actually look up, when you go to the 21st chapter, the 21st verse in that same chapter, Jeremiah 50, it says, "Go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee." And these are just code names for other code names for Babylon.
Right.
And when you look up the word Merathaim in the Hebrew, the word is Marathayam, and it means double rebellion.
It wasn't like a double judgment.
I forget. Yeah. But it means double rebellion. Now, when
when you go back to the ancient Tower of Babel or ancient Babylon, Babel, who was the ruler over ancient Babel? Nimrod. What does the word Nimrod mean? It means to rebel.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
He was a leader of rebellion against the Most High in that time.
It says
they all came up under him like he was a god. That's why they worship him to this day.
He began to be mighty in the earth.
Khan. He became a deity. All the nations started worshiping this fool. You don't even realize you commemorate him when you celebrate Christmas and all these pagan worship days, even Father's Day. You see? So this place is full of rebellion, which is basically a form of you striving with your maker, striving against the Most High. So go back to and read that again.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 50 and verse 24. So like it says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. It says, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
Striven against the Lord. You rebelled, man. And now your idols of Baal is being broken. The Lord's finna destroy all your idols, all your standing images, all your left-hand demons that you pray to. The Lord's finna cut down on that, man. He's gonna turn your power down and turn his right-hand power up.
Yeah, kind.
Because that's the hand that he's gonna give us the victory with.
Yeah.
The right hand.
Yeah, I was shy.
Okay? It's gonna be a reiteration of Moses and Pharaoh.
That's right, bro.
All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 25, the Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
Bring all the missiles out, man. Bring all the ICBMs out. All right, I'm gonna make sure all you nations have the money to do the funding and start building all these nuclear missiles, man.
When you don't have it, I got Russia to help you get it.
Con.
Yeah, gun.
I got hooks in their jaws, they gonna do it.
Yeah, let the weak now say that I am strong.
Yeah, some of y'all gonna turn your agriculture from that chapter, turn your agriculture into
weaponry,
putting the money toward weapons.
All your resources into war.
You know, beat your plowshares into swords and your kumquats into spears.
Yeah.
You see? This is all the Lord's doing, man. Showing you that, hey, those missiles, they really belong to the Most High. Even though it's Esau's technology, but this is the Lord's weaponry, man.
Yeah, kind.
This is his technology, really, on the left-hand side. All right? That's why King David said, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yeah.
All right? Go ahead.
It says, for this is the work of the Lord power, Yahweh of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans.
Yeah.
That's why we say, you can look at it like it's a physical thing that the people on earth is just happening, but the Lord is making this happen. And it's happening just as he said he wanted it to happen. That's why we believe him when he says that he wants to destroy this place and raise us back up. It's going to happen, just as he said. Because what I'm trying to remember to do, to tie the 2/3, or not, I can't say the 2/3, but those that's waking up to this thing, showing them how it affects you. That's what the newscast does. How does, this affect you? Well, I'm showing you how it affects you.
They say on the news how this affects your morning commute.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Exactly. I'm showing you how it affects you. This is going to affect you because your children are going to be drafted into the war, and you're going to be destroyed in that war by missiles being shot over here. Yep.
Verse 26, it says, come against her from the outmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left.
Don't be done. Hey.
Yeah.
And in other words,
fucking empty the clip,
Yeah,
man.
overkill, bro.
Overkill, man. Release shoot everything you got. Shoot it all off.
Yep.
You know?
Is that Revelation 9? 200,000.
Kind.
We gonna make sure
Spare
nothing.
no arrows as we quoted earlier.
If you ain't in, that's why if you ain't in that ship, if you ain't in the chariot in that day, you're done, man. Yeah, ain't nothing escaping. We was talking about that earlier. Where the hell you think you finna run to?
Yep.
Ain't no underground shelter or bunker for you. You know?
No, you ain't got no money to go up in space with Elon Musk and them and
Right.
spaceships and shit.
So this fucking famous people that can't go, they ain't got enough to go up.
Ain't no rappers.
You gonna go into the underground sewer and shit to try to hide from it? That's like a brother
like
said
the
earlier,
kid.
you gonna try to hide under the bed?
Yeah.
You got a plane coming down on your house and you think you're gonna be safe from the destruction hiding up under the damn bed and shit.
You can't fucking hide from a tornado. Hide under the goddamn bed. Tornado come and take your whole house up. So how much more of the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai, missiles, epic earthquakes and shit.
Yep. Volcanic eruption. Yeah. Speaking on that.
Hey, the elite are gonna escape, and they're just being reserved to go into what's it called? They're captivity. You know, they're just being preserved to go into captivity.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know that they don't want to believe that.
Yeah.
That's why they, in their mind, they thinking, okay, we're gonna escape into this bunker, into this mountain, into this, wherever.
Yeah, they think they're gonna come back up and restart the whole world with their new system.
Really, those bunkers and stuff that they're gonna be in is gonna turn into like a holding cell.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much. They don't even know.
It's gonna hold them until we come down there.
Nigga, you locking yourself up.
Yeah, man.
You gonna be happy when we free you up out like, damn, you finally let me out. Yeah, but guess what though? Go on and put them on. Go on and put them on. And matter of fact, put them on and then take a walk.
See, and this is the reason why the prophecy said in Amos, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. But what good is in it for you?
Yep.
If you know your fate, you know that you out of there according to the judgment. There's no way you're looking forward to that.
Yep. He know.
Esau knows that. That's why he's trying to escape. That's why he's trying to find a hiding spot, man.
Yep.
That's why they're not so hasty to go to war with these other countries, because they know they're gonna lose this war. If back in the 60s, 70s, they would have been hopped on China and Russia and shit. It's a different time now. These nations have been, over the past 50 years, have been building up their militaries for this moment that we're coming into, the World War III.
Hey, and these everyday Edomites, in their spirit, they know that if God is real, they're in trouble. They're in trouble.
What did
was that Reagan?
Reagan said it. What if an unforeseen force or something comes from space?
Yeah.
Will we not then put aside all of our differences and fight united as one people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about the chariots, man?
I like what Louis C.K. said. I always bring this one up.
Yeah.
He said, I love being white. We can go to any time in history, and white people are ruling, and it's wonderful. In the past, we got to know that we're going to pay for this shit in the future. But until then, they know judgment coming in the future for them. And what did the Zondervan say about it? Edom was the only neighboring country of the Edomites, of the Israelites, that would promise no mercy.
Yeah, no mercy.
Yeah.
And then they quoted the scriptures.
And a great future judgment.
Isaiah was at 34, where it says, "My sword shall be bathed in heaven, shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people to my curse to judgment." Somebody get that. I mean, because when we read it, Jeremiah 50, it's really going into the same event. All the prophets had a vision of the same event, of basically Esau's power structure, and basically the Edomite rule, the empire getting destroyed in a thermonuclear war. This is Esau's world. This is his empire. So this is how his empire is going to end, man. Isaiah 34.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at the top.
Go ahead.
It says, "Come ye nations," Isaiah 34. It says, "Come ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies." They're talking about they gonna gather in the land of Jehoshaphat, where he will judge the earth, right? It says, where he will plead with all flesh, right? It says, their slain shall be, Salaki. It says, and his fury upon all their armies, he have utterly destroyed them, he have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Talking about that nuclear mushroom cloud. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine.
All your satellites, your fighter jet, everything that's up in the heavens, that shit is all gonna come down here. The angels gonna just zap it, not shoot it out the sky. And guess what? You can't shoot back at them.
Right.
They can't even penetrate. Because the chariots can dematerialize when one of their torpedoes or whatever shoot at it.
God.
They could defy
The laws of everything.
the laws of everything, and then come right back together.
It's crazy because I saw a video on they tried to shoot a missile at a chariot.
Yeah.
And the chariot like redirected it and made it hit the ground. I was like,
Yeah.
it didn't even touch it.
There you go.
It's crazy.
It's not gonna, it's
Because you think
not gonna be a fair fight, man.
you think they can't manipulate the elements also?
What was that? The one guy? I don't know if he was part of NASA, but he basically said about the chariots. He said their technology is at least 100 to 1,000 years ahead.
Yeah.
There was a military general.
Military general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their technology is 100 to 1,000 years ahead of us.
And that's Esau putting a number.
Kind.
There is no number.
Hey man,
But he just showing you how far-fetched it is to compete.
Hey, the scriptures say the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men.
It's kind.
Weakness, you said, right?
You can't even fathom that, man.
I can't understand that.
Reading on, it says, and their host shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And just to fill in those that may not know, the word Idumea is a Greek way of saying Edom. And Edom are you Edomites, or the descendants of Esau, which today are generally known as so-called white people, man. Yeah. If you're a descendant of Esau, that's you.
And when you look up that word curse, it says the curse of my judgment. Is that what it says?
Curse to judgment.
Curse to judgment.
The people of my
People of my curse to judgment.
Yeah.
The word curse in the Hebrew is charam, and it says a thing devoted, a thing dedicated. It says have been utterly destroyed, appointed to utter destruction.
Appointed to.
Appointed.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it is. And give me Job 21 and 30. Yeah, Job 21 and 30. Start at 29.
I got it. This is Job 21 and 29. It says, have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction? They shall be brought forth forth to the day of wrath.
That sounds like a nation that's cursed.
Yeah.
Because if you're appointed to just destruction,
That's your lot. You was created. I made the.
you're cursed. You're cursed.
Yeah. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
You was designed just for this day.
That's it. That's why he's known as the son of perdition.
Yep.
You know?
Destruction.
He's the son of perdition. Hey, this day was already predestined.
It
was already written into the movie.
Can the theme form say to him that formed it, why have you made me thus?
Right.
And the axe boasteth
Against the cutter? Yeah.
This is why no matter how much vocab tries to convince people and come against the videos, come against the brothers, approach the camps,
Yeah.
you know, butcher up the doctrines, like no matter how hard you go, hey man, your destiny is already set for you, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your best bet is really get the fuck out of Babylon. If you don't want that,
If you don't want to die straightforward.
you don't want to die straightforward like that, just leave Babylon.
You need to go get you some Rosetta Stone
Go to
and make a move,
New
man.
Zealand.
I'm saying,
Go to New Zealand.
go to Iceland or
someone
something,
trying to flee Babylon.
and wait on your captivity.
God.
But shit, a nigga like Babylon, nigga like vocab, he gonna stay here, man. He gonna get judged here.
Yeah, I hope the Lord keep his ass right
Hey,
here.
what did Louis C.K. say? Nah, I think I'm gonna ride this white thing out.
Yeah.
No,
Chris Rock. Yeah,
Chris
it
Rock.
was Chris Rock. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ride, but I think he wrote that though. He's like, I think I'm gonna ride this thing out.
He want to stay
Right
here
thing
and
out.
spit pointy ass freestyles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
so Edomites that the Edomites are done away with, and we're not going. Remember that dude was getting worried, and he was like, the dude was like visibly shook, and vocab had to come in there and kind of console him, like, no, the Edomites are done away. We're not going into slavery.
Yeah, you would lie to him like that.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's because he's hoping that that they're done away with.
Yeah.
Not that they are.
He don't want to be a.
He don't want to be an Edomite. They don't want that life.
I wouldn't want to be
What it
Edomite
can't
either
say,
if I was
my
an
punishment is
Greater than I can
than I can bear, man. Yeah.
But hey, like it says in Jeremiah 49, man, you think you're gonna altogether go unpunished?
Yeah.
You're not gonna escape that, man.
There's no
You're
way out.
gonna drink the dregs.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the worst. The
Yeah, it
most
is,
bitter
man.
situation.
And what the brother just read in Isaiah 34, that's future prophecy.
God.
Yeah.
So you can't say the Edomites are done away with.
It's the same with Isaiah 63.
Isaiah 63, that's all future prophecy. And you can even prove it by going to the prophecies in the in the book of Revelation.
Yeah, because he was talking about Babylon, but he brought up Edom.
Yeah.
How you gonna talk about the Edomites in Babylon? They wasn't together in ancient Babylon. They together in modern day Babylon.
They're the rulers of this current
Yeah,
Babylon.
exactly.
Yeah, man. So hey, these devils, it's a wrap, man. You know. But I don't know if y'all got anything else. All right, we can wrap up, man. Hey, we gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone and Shabbat Shalom to all the Akim, Wazakwanyim, Wa'akwaf. We're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.
You know what's going on here, right?